What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Welcome to another live. For those who's watching the rebroadcast, welcome. Please give us a like. That'll be greatly appreciated while I chop this fable here. So this story is breaking here. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I don't think it's going to grow any legs because I'm going to explain why. So it says Colorado football players allegedly shown gambling in a newly surfaced 2023 video. Now they said allegedly. So remember that. Remember that word is very important, allegedly. So Colorado football players allegedly shown gambling in a newly surfaced 2023 video. So I'm going to come back to that. But for those that's watching the rebroadcast, make sure you listen to this. Give us a like. And I'm gonna explain how they're grasping for straws now. I had told you before that this media is not playing. They're not playing for whatever reason. I don't know why. This is the only team, only college football team in America that's under a lot of scrutiny. They're under a lot of scrutiny. And it's not because you would think, okay, they got the biggest platform. That's why they're under a lot of scrutiny. No. Before this, Alabama was the biggest platform. Georgia was the biggest platform. They never went through this much scrutiny. This team is going through it, man. And I had told you guys right up and leading up to the season starting, the media is going to go crazy for all the wrong reasons. These articles were already pre-written. I had told you this. These articles is already pre-written, so I got my work cut out for me because these articles going to be coming left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. These players, I said, remember I had said the phrase, these players are catching strays. I'm not lying to you. These players are catching strays. And I'm trying to figure out what's really going on here. This team under Coach Prime is in their second. They're going into their second season. This is not their fifth season. This is their second season. The first year was a rebuild, and year two is still a continuation of that rebuild, but the foundation was already laid. Year three will be somewhat of a rebuild as well because we're losing some players to the draft. I think we're losing some players to the draft. So it's going to be a rebuild part 3. And by year 4, you should start to see them really come into their own and start winning some ball games here. More consistently. But things are set for them to win some ball games this year. If they win some ball games this year, they're going to completely blow into the stratosphere. They're going to completely, when I say completely, they're going to completely blow into the stratosphere. Carol Lease Reed, you said they're digging for dirt. I told you that. We already knew it was coming over here on this platform. We already knew it was coming. Dupree Hundo, you said LOL. Yeah, you said LOL because they digging for straw. They digging for straws in the dirt. They don't care where they got to go get it. They are going digging for dirt. Now, this video, you might say to yourself, my question is, how did this video leak? One of the players or whoever was recording it leaked it. That's what happened. Okay? Whoever the player was, we don't know who it is. They leaked this video. They leaked it. For whatever reason, it could be salty because they're not there anymore. For whatever reason. But this video was leaked, and this video was already, this article that was written, it was already pre-written. That's just my opinion. It was pre-written, and they was putting this out at a certain time. And then conveniently, they had an article come out on Shiloh. And I had already explained why it's not a bad thing, his situation. That's why I say if you come into a lot of money, it's always best to to ink yourself, to get a LLC or whatever to protect your assets. So that came out, and here we go again. Here we go. Here we go again. And like I said, the media is a very powerful entity. If they want to paint that picture on you, they will. They will do it. And that's what they're doing again. That's what they're doing. Because, like I said, if this team start winning ball games this year, they're going to blow into the stratosphere. This is going to be, now it's already the biggest platform around. It's going to be even bigger. It's just going to get even crazy. They could potentially turn to rock stars here if they get over 10 games. Then they're rock stars. Because that's possibly mean they go into the playoffs. If this team get into the playoffs, they're now rock stars, man. People are getting drafted. But mark my words, though, this is not the last article. Something else as big is coming. I'm telling you it is. I don't know why. I don't know why they are focused on this team. The entire team is catching strays. The entire team. And I had said it before. Now, of course, they got Kermani's name in it. He's still catching strays. I guess this is the remnants. He's not on the team anymore, but he's catching strays by proxy, I guess. Still catching strays. It's crazy. What's up, Sir Ken? How you doing? So yeah. Now from this video, I watched the video. I can't tell what they're doing from this video. It appears that there's some gambling going on, but I don't know. I can't make anything up from a 12-second video here. I can't make nothing up from a 12-second video, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they're doing. And I don't even know if that's Kermani. I can't tell. Actually, I think his name is on the back of his shirt. Maybe that's why. But I can't make out the other players really. I can't make out a lot from this video. You said what's happening at CU? Well, this article here from and you know what's interesting? This is what's happening. It's coming from Sports Illustrated, right? But they're copying what the Buffs Beat said. Now, the Buffs Beat, I would think it'll be like a Colorado affiliated website, right? But they're leaking dirt. They're leaking dirt here. You said, who are the players? You can't make out the players in this video. You can't. And you also, in this video, you don't know what they're doing. But this is what they said in the article. We're going to get to the video in a second. This is what they said, T. Nicole, in the article. Colorado football players allegedly shown gambling in a newly surfaced 2023 video. I'm glad they said allegedly because it's very important. So they're covering their butts here. A newly surfaced video appears to show several former and current Colorado football players gambling at the Champion Center. The video posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, was said to be obtained from a CU player source on Saturday morning and allegedly shows several players shooting dice on the floor and pool tables at a team facility. A man appeared to be Kermani McLean. See, he's catching strays again. A man appearing to be Kermani McLean is seen with another man in the act while at least 8 players are gathered around with large sums of money being displayed. Elements from the video appears to align with a date right before the start of the 2023 season with great practice jerseys. A caption from Skohel Tim, whatever his name is, with the video said, "Got this from a CU player source. Maybe Shiloh Sanders can borrow money from his teammates to settle his bankruptcy. Way to go, Deion Sanders. Rick George must be the NIL." All right. You see how they brought Shiloh into it. I'm telling you, the media is going ham on them. Yeah, Sports Illustrated is doing it a lot. But this is what they're doing. They're not writing it. They're not writing the article. They're cut and pasting the article and putting it out on their platform to make it bigger because the Buffs beat wrote it. So they're not going to really get that much traction. So what Sports Illustrated is doing, okay, you write the article and we're going to make sure it gets traction. This article just came out. It just came out. And I had told you guys that this was going to happen. But trust me, something bigger is coming. Something bigger is coming, and they're just waiting for the season to start. I'm just trying to tell you, something else is coming. And somebody hit me up and said it. Max, something bigger is coming. Somebody said that to me. Just randomly in an email. They said, Max, pay attention. A scandal is coming. And I just randomly got an email that said that. And they put LOL. So it could be a troll. I get a lot of troll emails. You said, if you know it, please. I don't know anything. I'm not privy to inner workings of the team. I'm just showing you what the media is doing. You said, so they were shooting dice. Doesn't seem like they're betting on a game. Still stupid to be doing it. Well, look, if you look at the video, I don't know what they're doing. You said the LSA streets already got the scoop on got the scoop on what, T Nicole? Nah, Dupree. This is the tip of the iceberg. They get ready to get messy. I'm just trying to tell you. They are getting ready to get messy on this team now. Now, T Nicole said the LSA streets already got the scoop. Scoop on what? I don't know what that means. You said the media isn't doing anything. They are just reporting what is happening. Here's the thing. No, they are doing something because other teams got stuff going on too. No, you said I honestly surprised it took this long for the bankruptcy thing to make headlines. This been going on for a decade, and that man is always in the comments talking about his book. Yeah, the whole bankruptcy thing, that's not a big deal for me. That's his business. And I had explained it in my other video. That's why you set up LLCs and stuff like that to protect your money. So that's just business. That's telling me that Shiloh has good business acumen. Somebody has taught him well. So that was like props to him. It's let me tell you something. I had told a friend of mine one time, right? His ex was threatening him to take him to court. You know, she was threatening him. She said, you making a lot of money from your business, and I can get this amount. And somebody told her I can get this amount of money out of you for child support because he owned 3 barbershops. So I said to him, I was like, man, he was like, yeah, man, I don't know what to do. I said, yo, ink yourself, yo. I said, you ain't got no LLC? And he said, nah. I said, you crazy? You better get an accountant and set that up and then pay yourself a salary. I said, pay yourself a salary of 20,000 a year. And that's what she can go after. And he was like, what? I was like, yo, set up an LLC, you might gonna have to do this through an accountant. I mean, you can set your LLC up yourself, but go do it with an accountant. Go get an accountant, go set up, and that's what he did. I said, all that money you making, you got to put it in the corporate because she gonna come get you. And he had another woman threaten him too. So I said, pay yourself a salary, yo, and then whatever you need, just pay yourself in bonuses. And now they can't. When they did take him to court, it looked like he only made 20,000 a year. Well, he make more than that. So when I had saw this article on Shiloh, that's just good business. A lot of people don't know that. But shit, I paid attention in school in my business class when my teacher was lacing us up with game. I paid attention. So it's a good way to protect your assets and stuff like that. Um, you said they even have a new girlfriend mugshot. You said a new hold up. They even have a new girlfriend mugshot floating around because she was a queen pin. That story dropping next won't shock me. You said, wait, he dating Queen Pen? T Nicole? Is that her name, Queen Pen? The rapper? Or she was a Queen Pen? Because I know who Queen Pen is. Yeah, they want him gone after this season. They don't want him back. They want him gone, yo. Oh, here they go washing this dog again, yo. Listen, the dog got fleet. They need to take him to the vet. Here they go with this water again. Oh, not the rapper. Okay. Yeah, that's not a big deal either. Like that ain't her past ain't got nothing to do with him. So they did what they're doing is they're digging for straw. They're grasping at straws. Well, allegedly. They're grasping at straws and going into the mud, you hear me? To go find some dirt. They go into the mud. I told y'all we already know that. We already discussed it here. We know that they're coming for this team. Everybody's going, even Miss Peggy caught strays, yo. Even Miss Peggy caught strays, man. This is crazy. So now Kermani caught another stray. Oh, they getting down and dirty with it. They want him gone. They want him gone. They don't want him here no more. They want him gone. And it goes back to what Joe Klatt said last year. He said a bunch of coaches got together and they're strategizing to beat him. They don't want him there. They see when he came in with all that bravado and all that stuff. I'm a Hall of Famer. Them coaches don't like that shit. You know why? Because they're not Hall of Famers. He's threatening them. He's threatening to take their players. Let me tell y'all something real quick. You know, all those high profile players, this is just what I'm thinking. You know, all those high profile players that entered the portal the first time, he could have got every last one of them if he had the money. Y'all know that, right? Every last one of them. But they didn't have access to it. But here's the thing, if he stayed there long enough, they're going to have the money eventually. So what they got to do is they got to find a way to get him out the way. You say you've seen it. How you bully Miss Peggy? These people are relentless. You talking about people being they messy. The media's always been messy. They don't want him a part of the good old boys club. And you know, here's the thing, T Nicole. When I said that, you know that ruffles some feathers. Like, what you mean, good old boys club? This ain't about race. What you talking about? That's not what I said. I said the good old boy system. I ain't say nothing about race. Because the good old boy system had people of all colors in it. Look at the Colorado State coach. He's part of it. Even though he got that Clayton Bigsby syndrome. He has what you call Clayton Bigsby syndrome. I'm not going to explain. If you know, you know. I'm not going to explain what that means. He has Clayton Bigsby syndrome. Okay? He has Clayton Bigsby syndrome. All right? Um You said they need to leave Miss Peggy. They don't. You listen. She caught a stray. Only thing she did was make a video when she was out. Like, oh yeah, you know, for the quarterback to come. Oh yeah, T Nicole. You know, we don't even go back and forth no more. We just send them to the bushes. That's all. Some people in here are released from the bushes. They know who they are. They know they got released from the bushes, but you know, that's how it is. You said, why are not, hold up, we are not grade students here. You are talking to intelligent people. Who are you talking about? Why you say that? You said, bro, stop selling this bull junk. I'm not selling. They're the ones selling it. I'm not selling it. And let me just say something to you. You need to go to the other pages and go over there. Don't come over here because I'm real over here. I already told y'all this was coming. And look, this is not the big thing yet. They're going to dig a little bit deeper now. And a whole goddamn scandal is coming. Okay? I just know. How do I know that? Because I know how the media gets down. That's why. So when something big comes, don't act like you didn't know it was coming. Because I told you. And the reason how I know is because history always repeats itself. That's why. They come and look, even Ralphie can get it. Damn right. Ralphie can get it. You said it's obvious what the media is doing, Max, after a while. So no. They getting ready to hammer a dagger down. They getting ready. Nah, there's something bigger is coming. Yep. They want this man to bow out, man. That's what they did. After the season, they want him gone. Because I'm gonna tell you why. This wasn't the biggest platform before he got here. It was Alabama's, the Georgias, all the Power Five, all the major teams, right? Don't you think they got a lot of crazy stuff going on within their organization? It's never being reported. It's never reported. Gambling and all that stuff, all the teams do that, man. All of them do that. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's never being reported, but they're reporting on this. That's because they don't want them there. You said the only person you could see is Kermani. They can easily argue everyone involved was dismissed. But my question is, who leaked the video? It was probably a former player. There's something else coming, man. There's something else coming. That's probably gonna try to break them for the season. They don't want Shador getting drafted high. They don't want that happening either. They want them to go away, man. Oh, yeah. If you can see from the video, I'll play it now. If you can see from the video, it's not really showing anything. Hold on, let me show you. Look at this. Okay, there is that money on the table? Yeah, it's money. Now, I know who the person in the orange is. He's still there. And it's a grainy video. You can't really see much. What are they doing? Now, I know some people like, well, Max, you see what they're doing? I don't know. Are they really doing that? Or is it a demonstration? What do y'all think? It's nothing. It's nothing. Like you can't get anything. No, yeah, it's nothing to report. But they are reporting it. That's what I'm telling you guys. They are reporting. This is nothing from that video. Only thing it showed, they could be up there just trying to find something on the floor for all I care. There's nothing there. How do you know from that video that they're gambling? How do you know that? Now, you said I'm helping them. Shaking my head. Well, you stupid if you think I'm helping them. You said you're reporting it, bro. Yeah, I am reporting it because I'm telling you guys what's coming. Yeah, I'm talking to a bunch of idiots, man. And that really frustrates me that I'm talking to a bunch of idiots and you don't see what I'm doing. You're talking to a bunch of idiots. I'm telling you how the media is coming after him. That's what I'm doing. I don't support it. I don't support it. I don't support. No, you're an idiot. I'm calling you an idiot because you don't understand what I'm doing and you can't comprehend. So yes, you're an idiot. That's not up for debate. You are an idiot. That's not up for debate. So don't sit up here and argue with me, child. Don't argue with me. I send you to the bushes. I don't like keep sending to the people to the bushes, but don't keep arguing me, young man. I'm talking about, I'm telling you guys what they're doing. That's what I'm doing. Okay. So, young man, don't sit up here and argue with me. Listen, Dupree, Hundo, listen, child. Do not talk to your elders that way. Well, then get the hell out of here then. Don't say I'll go homie. Just don't type no more. Hold up, don't block him. Just don't let me see if he would listen to directions. Don't type no more. You can listen, but don't type. All right? That's all you got to do because you can't comprehend. So what I'm telling you is I'm giving you the reason why they're doing it. They want him out of the way. And I told y'all before that they're going to come with these articles. I told you the articles are going to keep coming and they're going to get even more severe. They don't want him there for whatever reason. I told you everybody is catching strays here. Now, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing nothing wrong. So you guys always try to say, oh, well, you're doing this, but I'm not supporting it. I'm telling, and just like when I made the video on Shiloh, I explained how he's a good business person. That's what he's supposed to do. You're supposed to have LLC so nobody can't take your shit. So stop trying to put me into a bag because y'all one of them assholes, Tina Cole, went to Bucky and said something. Oh, he over there hating and all that. I wish I would. I wish. See, that's why I can't come to the games. I'm gonna see some of y'all. I'm gonna smack the hell out of you and go to jail. I will catch an assault charge. I'm not playing with you. Well, I will put hands on these people. Talking about I'll leave. Boy, I put hands on you. You understand? Because I'm not rap tight. I will put hands on you. So let me get back to it. So that's my point. My whole point I'm trying to make is, guys, I'm telling you what's coming and the reason why it's coming. Yeah, they snitching on me, Tina Cole, and he ain't even caring about that. He ain't caring about that. But I'm telling you guys what's coming and why it's coming. This ain't about football no more. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It ain't about football. They do not want that man there, man. And then the sad part about it is half the CU fans, they don't care about this. They just happy the fact that they got some excitement up there and their economy is boosting up there when the games are going. That's what they care about. They don't care about this extra stuff. So where is it coming from? It's coming from the good old boy system. So that's my point. It's coming from the good old boy system. And then I got these fatherless kids up in here coming trying to get at me. And I got to sit up here and put them in their place. That man ain't got no father. One that was getting that, he ain't got no father. I know he don't. I know he don't. So that's what's going on, folks. And if you look at the video, there's nothing from the video. There's nothing. Because in a court of law, right, you have to prove it beyond reasonable doubt. Even, you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. So beyond reasonable doubt, can you tell that they're gambling there? Now, you might say, yeah, Max, it looked like they're gambling. But you got to I want more context to that video. Now, the person that leaked the video said that he got it from a player source, which means that he got it from a former player. So, is this illegal? Are they betting on games? No, they're not betting on games. How many times you seen NBA teams gamble on the plane going to the next city? They all do it. It's not a big deal. Oh, that is true, Scooter. That's fine that they don't want him here. If he decide to go elsewhere, we'll just go on with him. That's right. That's right. Or if he decide to go to the NFL. And look, they had this one article saying, well, here's the possible places that he might end up after Shiloh and Shador leaves and Travis. So they already saying like he's leaving. He already said he wasn't. But I'm gonna tell you, as long as he stay there, right? As long as he stay there, they're gonna be in contention eventually. He's eventually gonna get that team in national contention. It's just a matter of time. Because he gonna get all the players. All they need is the money. That's all they need. You see the bus what is it? Bus International? Yes, they are gambling. You can decide to select to see it or not. Yeah, but my question is it illegal? Bus International. Why is it coming from all these bus channel names? You notice that? This smear shit, it's all coming from them. And then Sports Illustrated just cut and paste what they already written. I tell you what, you buff whatever. If you guys don't want them there, I know Florida State do. I know Florida does. I can tell you a handful of teams that'll take them if y'all don't want them. Y'all crazy. And the crazy part about it is, as soon as he leave, y'all are done. I'll just tell you that. I would love to see him in the SEC. Love to see him there. And matter of fact, let's see if Alabama doesn't have a good year this year. Oh, he can go there. And I know people said before, he's not going to Alabama. They don't want. Yes, they will take him. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Yeah, shooting dice is not illegal, Sunshine. But they put it out there like this is like a big thing. All players gamble. As long as you don't gamble on the games, you could, play cards and stuff. You said JSU. Yeah, they are dry. JSU is dry. They were okay for a minute, but they dry now, man. They dry. You said when Colorado wins at least 8 games this season, it's a wrap. Right. So all they need to do really is get bowl eligible, right? Which is a given. That's gonna happen. If they get anything above 8 games, they are gonna blow into the stratosphere. If they can get to the 10 game mark, okay, there now we're talking playoffs if they win that Big 12 title. They win the Big 12 title, it's almost completely a wrap. Nobody is talking about the other coaches and they're salty about it. Okay, Dan Lanning is a good coach and all that, but ain't nobody checking for him. Ain't nobody checking for him. See, what they're worried about is once he get access to the money through them collectives, or once they get their money up where they can go afford every player they want, all the players are gonna come there. They had a chance to get Walter Nolan. They had because he follows people on the team. But it's just that the other team gave him an offer he couldn't refuse. So yeah, that's the threat, man. And they know it. They know it. So that's what's going on. It's unfortunate. Um, it's not coming. I don't think it's coming from the CU base though. It's coming from the good old boy system. That's where it's coming from. It's not coming from them. You said 12-team playoff and winning the conference guarantee. Yeah, I would say if they win 10 games, that means they possibly is eligible to play. They probably going to be in the top 2 so they can play for the Big 12 title. If they win that Big 12 title, they're now in the playoffs. This team is in the stratosphere at that point. At that point, they're the biggest thing smoking. They're already the biggest thing smoking. You said gambling on campus, state property. I mean, is it illegal, Damon? Let us know. And all what name me? All play a lot of players gamble. You know, I've been in the locker room. We were gambling in high school, shooting dice and playing cards and all types of stuff. Now, I didn't really partake into it because I didn't like losing my money. Like the money that I did get because I wasn't working at the time. So I'm not trying to gamble my the money my mother gave me. I'm not trying to do that. Even when I did get a job, I still didn't like gambling it. But this is the point I was making is they really coming for him now. They really coming for him. And those other high profile teams, of course, they had players that was gambling. That's what players do, man. Remember when Jordan and them, when they showed the documentary? Remember when they showed the documentary with Jordan and them? They were gambling on the plane. They all do that. Just something to do. That's how Gilbert Arenas got caught up. Remember? Gambling on the plane. He was beating dude so bad, the dude pulled a gun on him. What's up, K Vizzy?
Yo, man. I ain't even tripping about this, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Everybody tripping about this? I don't even want to know, bro. They hardcore Buff fans, my boy. I ain't gonna lie. They ain't
Huh?
that serious, bro. They
Yeah.
just gambling. Shit.
Yeah.
It is what it is, bro.
But see, this is the prequel to something bigger coming. Remember I said it. They're not done yet. They're not done yet. The media's not done yet. So hopefully these players, they will understand the platform they're on and they walk the straight and narrow because they are watching them like you don't know what. And I got a feeling something's bigger is coming.
Bro, how do you know that the 11 million? First of all, the 11 million was for when he punched the dude. They've been trying to sue him. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro?
You talking to me?
No, the dude in the comments.
Oh no,
What
the
else?
11 million. Listen, the this is like this is business. Like, okay, I had told the story one time. Like, a friend of mine, he was going through it. He broke up with his old lady. She threatened to take him for child support, all this type of stuff, right? I said, yo, just get your businesses under one umbrella and then pay yourself a salary. That way you can protect your interests. So that's all it is. He's protecting his interests. And again, we don't know how much he's worth. We don't know. But they're assuming that he's worth a lot of money. He's trying to avoid it. But there's legal ways to avoid paying. There's legal ways to do it. And LLCs is one of them. So that story is not a big deal, like you said. It's not a big deal. It just proves to me that he's a good businessman. That's what it proven to me, that he know how to protect his money. A lot of players don't know how to do. Actually, I think players today are smarter than they were before because they have all this technology. I think that just proved to me that he was well schooled and somebody is helping him out. So he's not a dumb individual. So that was actually a good article on his part. But they tried to make it like he's filing for bankruptcy. Oh my God, people file for that all the time. It's business. How many times Trump filed for bankruptcy? Anybody know? And he still got money. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's just to protect your interests at the end of the day.
Yeah,
And
it'd be good.
yeah.
But yeah, whoever took that video, that's weird, bro. Yeah, that's weird,
Okay,
bro.
let me ask you this, KV. So the video, what is it showing?
I don't know.
It's
I
not a
didn't even
big deal.
watch it. I thought it was like they making it seem like it's somebody like shooting dice, giving out the money and everything. I'm
Right.
confused.
It's not a big deal. It's not illegal. Like the Bulls used to gamble all the time on the plane. It's just something players do. Like I could see if they were gambling on games, then
Yeah,
that's
that's
something.
legal. That's
Yeah,
legal right
but
there.
this
Yeah.
right here, they just passing time. Like
I bet you Georgia players do the same.
everybody do
Motherfucking
it.
players do it, man. Every player do it, man. They get bored. You think they don't gamble? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like long as they don't gamble on the apps and stuff like that, then that's fine. But and the reason why I say something bigger is coming because history repeats itself. When they try to tear people down, they start slow and then they come out with the other stuff. That's what probably gonna do here. Why? It's just Coach Prime. It's not the players. It's him. They just don't want him there. That's just my opinion on it. He knows that, but he can't say it.
I
I'll
hope he
say it.
leaves though, because that program sucks. It's terrible.
Oh my God.
Terrible program. I'm so
Listen.
sad that he went there. I ain't want him to go there, man. That was terrible.
Yeah, man. You want him to stay at JSU?
If he had to, he had a few G5 offers, like go up to
Yeah.
G5. You still could have got Shadur drafted in the first round in G5 though.
Yep.
So that would have been a smart idea. Go to G5 and just light that mug up.
Yep.
You can get into the playoffs this year too. Yeah.
Yeah, he had I'm sure he had, but now he man, he got a lot of teams that'll love to have him, especially the SEC. There's not too many jobs available in the SEC, but there's a couple that I'm looking at that I
What you
think
looking
that
at?
there's a couple schools that I think may open up at some point, like Auburn, Alabama. But see, if Alabama is rolling this year, then the coach is fine. I think they understand the platform that he brings to the table. It's more than just coaching. You have the whole infrastructure that comes with it, the media attention. There will be the biggest platform if he show up. Different things like that. I think that teams will benefit from, and these teams already got money, but that's just an added benefit for them. But I think they just wanted him to prove himself first. Okay, he's proven that he can win at this level. All they got to do is just win this year, and the sky's the limit at this point. But he said he's not leaving, so I'm just holding him to that. So he already said he's not leaving. He's gonna at least stay 5 to 10 years. But I mean, I could just see teams like really barking down his door at this point, knocking down his door.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
they
yeah,
win
yeah.
this year, it's going to be
Facts.
hard to keep him there.
Yeah, Jonas, pop up, man. But yeah, he was right. He did turn it down because they couldn't use the camera. So at Auburn, that makes sense.
Oh, okay,
I would
Jonas.
not take a
Yeah,
job over cameras though. But like, yeah, that's their whole thing. So yeah, that makes sense. I get it. It's the whole thing.
yeah, man. This media thing is relentless. And I had said the good old boy system. I had explained it. See, his situation was a lot different. He didn't have to rise through the ranks. Let me just say this: in the good old boy system, like for example, coaches rise through the ranks. They'll start out as assistants. They'll start out grad assistants, then they'll move their way up to eventually being a positional coach. And then from there, they'll move from team to team. It's a whole system in place. And then if they play their cards right, then they'll get a head coaching job somewhere. He didn't go that route. See, he didn't have to go that route. His situation is very unusual. He was a broadcaster for 10 plus years. He's known the world over. He's not just known in the United States. He's known the world over. So this is very unusual. Number two, he played in the NFL. Number three, he rose to one of the most exclusive fraternities out there, the Hall of Fame. He's in a very exclusive fraternity. These coaches are not. So usually coaches retire in football and then go to the broadcasting booth. He actually did it in reverse. He's already done it already. And he already got the clout. He's known the world over. So he came in as a coach. He didn't come in as no assistant. He came in as a coach. And in year 3, he's in the Power 5. That normally doesn't happen. And he's not a person that will put his head down. He is who he is because he earned it. So he can talk that shit because he can back it up. That's what they don't like, because now he's in threat to take all their players. All he needed is the money. He could have got Walter Nolan. All he needed was the money. But there's something going on with these collectives. And remember, he said all you got to do is just swipe the credit card. He's not lying about that. Just swipe the credit card. He get all the players he want. Of course, they'll play with Prime. Their families know him. They identify with him. This is a little bigger than what y'all think. Like, y'all think this is not big. It is big. They're going to try to destroy him. But before that happens, he does have routes he can go. NFL, he can just go, man. He don't got to keep taking it. Just go to the NFL, yo, and just be out. He can do that. I know people say, well, nah, he won't make a good NFL. Bullshit. He know everybody in there. Let me tell you something real quick if y'all didn't know this. Back when he was an analyst, he used to get players drafted off his word. I remember it. He's like, yo, this player is a dog right here. This player is actually the one. And NFL teams like, really? And they draft him just off his word, yo. So I know Jerry Jones probably has called like, listen, you think I should draft this player? What you think? I know owners be calling him, saying like, dude, what you think about this player? So these college coaches can't really listen. Dan Lanning, when Prime was playing, Dan Lanning was a baby. He don't remember. He don't remember. The Georgia coach was a kid when Coach Prime was playing. He was a kid. These coaches, they can't hold his coattail. They can't. So that's why I say the establishment is being threatened right now. Because if they get the money and they start winning, it's over. It's over. He gonna get all the players, and that's what they worried about. That's what they worried about, man. Listen, man, you don't know who you're talking to. I know what I'm talking about, man. You probably like, I don't know, man. You probably 18, 19-year-old soaking wet. Let me tell you something real quick. There is something going on. If you have a chance to get Walter Nolan, you should have got him. That means the money wasn't there. So don't sit up here and shooting these ideas to your listeners. I'm not as big as some of these other platforms. Why don't you go over there and talk slick to them? I'm a small platform. Ain't nobody listening to me. Nobody's listening to me, but some people listen. Some people that got common sense, they know we shooting on common sense over here. So you go to them bigger platforms and go talk to them. Don't come over here anymore because you're wasting your time. Ain't nobody listening to me. So go somewhere else. Why you still over here? Because you know I'm telling the truth. That's why. That's why. You know I'm telling the truth. And you know if he leave that team is done. That team might as well don't be a Power 5 team. If he leaves. That's why. So get up out of here with that. I know what I'm talking about. You said they shoot dice everywhere, bro. I know they shoot dice everywhere. This is not a big deal, but they're making it into a big deal. It's not a big deal. Who the hell don't shoot dice, man? The players do that. They play cards. They shoot dice. As long as they don't gamble on the games, then it's fine. You said some of the collectors don't like Coach Prime. I could see that too. I could see that. Because you like when Dan Lanning said you need 12 to 13 million to solidify your roster, he's not lying. So that's probably we said, look, we need about 10, 12 million here. They probably like, hell no. All right, then, well, you ain't gonna want to win then. But here's the thing though, despite that, he still put a good team together. Despite that, because players are coming in just off the strength that is him. That's why he's getting these players. I'm surprised he got a lot of these players. But if they come in just off the strength, they want to play for him. And Warren Sapp is there and stuff like that. He put a good roster together despite the limitations. Gambling is a bad thing if you're betting on the games. Here come Buffs Internet. You still here, man? Like, go ahead and leave, man. I know you 1 mile away from this facility, and I know you know what you know. So what? So tell us what you know. Buffs International. What do you know? Just because you live 1 mile away from the facility don't mean you know anything. But what do you know? What do you know? Let me see. I live 2 miles from the University of Richmond, right? Literally 2 miles. I don't know anything about that university, except for it's the most expensive university on the planet Earth. It's more expensive than Ivy League. That's what I know. Yeah, they need to let Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame at this point. That's why, I mean, baseball, they did him dirty. He already apologized for it. Hey, Bus International, what do you know? Like, school us. Like, what do you know? You live a mile from the program. Yeah, he is ahead of schedule, Clint. That's what I was saying. He's on his way to winning 8 games this year. He's well ahead of schedule. And he's moving at rapid pace. All he needs is the money. Because if they start really paying these players, he's gonna be flipping people from other schools. He's gonna start flipping them. And he's not even going after high school players. He want to flip what's already in these these superstar players. He's gonna start flipping them. That'll be year 3. He'll start flipping them. He already got the Virginia quarterback working out with Shador. So what do you think? He can't get when Shador leave, he can't get that Virginia quarterback to take his place? Of course he can. Of course he can. And he's a pretty good quarterback. So you said he pulled Jordan Seaton and kept him, right? They didn't expect that. But if he was decide to leave, like let's say like he went to another program, which I'm just saying, I know he said he's not doing it, but he decided to go to another program, Jordan going with him. He taking everybody. So the team is done. They're done at that point. Because I would say to him, like, look, man, you collectors got to start spending this money. If not, I'm not going to stay. Yeah, these people need to troll somewhere else, but they come over here. Like he said, he lived, what did he say, a mile away from the university? So that means he knows something. He lived a mile away. Well, that's cool. He still didn't tell her. You see, he shut up, right? I said, tell us what you know. He's not telling us anything. I'm telling you what I know. This media stuff is not going to let up. They're not. They're not going to let up, man. And they're grasping for straws now. They tried to bring Shiloh stuff out there, but it's really showing that he's a good businessman. That's what it's showing. It's not a bad thing to have several LLCs. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? Like, you're not coming after my money. I'm paying myself a salary. My company is paying me. Okay, so this is what I'm worth in my bank account. I am worth $15,000. Oh no, you got millions. No, my company got millions. I get a salary through my company. Remember, these LLCs is represented as their own entities. They're considered their own entities, separate from you. So what they're showing me is he's a good businessman. That's what they're showing me. And that's why I made the video. I said, okay, see, they trying to embarrass. Oh, he filing for bankruptcy. That's what business people do, man. That's what business people do, man. I'm not paying nobody nothing. I'm going through the business way not to pay you. That's all. It's all it's just showing me. So that's a good thing. That means that let me know he's smart. But that's why I say, of course they gonna come for me a little bit because I'm counteracting what they're doing. No. The video's not showing anything. Now, what they are saying in the video, though, they are saying in the article that a player leaked this. So it's probably a former salty player. It probably is. That's all. That's all it's showing me. I mean, what's next, man? What else they gonna show? What's up? What's up, Black? We got Black in the house. What's going on, Black? Black, I got an idea for Lost LA. The next time I come, I got an idea. And it's involving I got a drone on them, Black. I just bought a drone. You know what I'm saying? I got some ideas for out there. Yep, I bought a drone on them. You got the goggles to go with it. I was flying that thing last night. Yeah, it looks like a friendly game of dice. There's nothing wrong with that. You said if only the media covered Brett Favre the way they covered this silly CU fake scandal, they're not going to do that. Jen, they're not going to do that. Now, what he allegedly did is crazy, but they're not going to cover that. Now, I got to be careful about Brett, though, because his lawyers don't be playing with these YouTubers, yo. That's why Brett lawyers don't be playing. They sent this one YouTuber a cease and desist, right? He was just covering it, but he didn't say allegedly. He said Brett out here being trifling, right? So then his lawyer sent him another letter saying, well, you have to prove that now. We're taking you to court. You said my Michigan literally cheated and still kept playing and went 15. Right. Now, if that was Colorado, they wouldn't have went to no chip. They would have had to sit down. They wouldn't have went to no chip. You say you just saw a whole documentary about Brett the other night. Right. But yeah, he allegedly is trifling. Allegedly. I have to say that. I can't just say he's trifling because then he'll send me a cease and desist. His lawyers don't be playing, yo. I'm telling you, they don't mess around, man. They just want him out the way. It ain't nothing wrong with a friendly game of dice. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not illegal. Is it something there saying that college players can't play dice for a little bit of money? Listen, they wouldn't even, if it was Coach Prime that did all that, they wouldn't even went to the chip. They would have took that away from they would have took that away from him. You said Brett a little sensitive. Right. Listen, y'all think I'm playing, yo. His lawyer don't be playing. Brett Favre. Listen, his lawyer, this YouTuber just was talking about the case, right? And she was like, Brett trifling. Yeah, well, she got sent the letter. Like, how what tell us how he trifling? And we're threatening to sue her. So I say he's allegedly trifling. Allegedly. I'm gonna leave Brett alone, Leave Brett alone. We know how this thing is set up. It's a good old boy system. That's what it is. That's the threat. That's the threat. Just like that coach from CSU. You see how he was talking slick? And you would think, like, why is he talking slick like that? We helping you out. Your game is, the game is sold out and all that. He just don't. It's like a hate, it's a jealousy there. That good old boy system is in effect, and the good old boy system got all types of people in it. You can't ruffle any feathers in that system. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't ruffle any system, you come up the right way, they won't bother you. But Dion is he's unapologetic. We used to call him, I know he's Coach Prime, but we know him as Dion and all that. He's unapologetic. They don't like that shit. What's going on, Black?
Just tapping in, brother. How's everything going today?
Oh man, everything is going good, Black. I'm getting over this whatever I had. I might have had something, the new stuff that's out there. But other than that, I'm good, man.
Nice, nice. So, what's the word on the curb with these Colorado Buffalo boys?
Oh, they playing a little bit of dice. That's about it. But
And,
let me
and
just tell you how the media said it. Hold on.
okay,
Colorado football players allegedly shown gambling in a newly surfaced 2003 video. What's the big
2000.
deal?
Wait, 2003.
It's just 2023, excuse me.
Oh, okay, okay. I was about to say they really digging deep.
But what's the big deal about them allegedly gambling? I
Yeah,
say I say allegedly because I still can't tell, but
I hate to sound conspiratorial, Max, but this sounds like some stereotypical bullish. Brothers playing dice in the locker room. Okay,
right. That's another reason why they put it out, right?
it's not tricking if you got it. Hey, these kids got some money. Let them play around with it. They just what they're doing is just having a friendly game of dice and sharing a little bread with each other. What's
Right.
wrong? I mean, it'd be another thing if it got violent and somebody got in a fight over some dumb stuff like that, which is the stereotype.
Right. It's a stereotype, right? What
Um,
else is next? First, they said Shador. They talked about his cars. What's next? What's for next week? What else they gonna come out with?
Wait, didn't they talk about Shiloh and his bankruptcies too?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
It's just everything. It's a new story every day with these kids, man. Let them play football.
Right. That's what I would say. Let them. But you know why they're doing it? They just want to make the coach look bad. That's all.
Poor Dion. Can't
They
win
want
food.
him. They want him out the way, Black.
Well, I
And
mean,
you know what's crazy? Got some of these salty CU people coming up in here saying, trying to get at me. I'm like, look, first of all, go to the other big channels and get at them, man. I'm just telling it like it is over here. If you don't like it, so you don't like it.
yeah, unpopular opinions tend to get that negative attention, man.
Right. I know if he leave your tired ass school, y'all done. I can tell you, if he leave your tired ass school, y'all are done. I'm telling you that right now. Y'all done. Y'all go back to 1-11. Damn
Wow.
right. And I'm not afraid. See, Black, maybe I need some advice from you, Black,
Okay.
because you were in the media for a long time. If y'all don't know, Black used to own a hip hop magazine back in the day called
Chronic.
Chronic Digital Media. He interviewed the likes of Notorious B.I.G. In fact, he was with Notorious B.I.G. when he died that night. Black
Yeah.
was there,
Yeah. Unfortunately, we
unfortunately.
we smoked his last blunt together.
Right. And he interviewed a lot of people, Snoop and all them. He cool with them. Black, so I need your advice.
Uh huh.
Should I water down what I'm saying, yo? Like,
No.
cause no. Let me say this to you because I'm really serious here. I need your advice. Should I just should I start being fake? Like and start watering down what I'm saying. I think I'm a tool too real, man. And I'm ruffling a lot of feathers. And I'm really not like that. I'm really a goofball. but I'm ruffling a lot of feathers. So you think I should just water it down?
No, to quote Kwame Brown, don't ever become part of the go along, get along gang.
That's what I'm asking you, to go along, get along.
No, because then you're just like everybody else that's towing the party line, and that may or may not be the thing to say. To You don't want to be like everybody else, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Stay in your own lane that you've created. And if people don't like it, they can always, as we used to say back in the day, change the channel. But as I told you before, in the world we live in now of idiocracy, negative attention is what fuels the whole internet. And that's just the way that it is. So,
It's the way it is.
Yeah, if they don't like you, then let them keep watching, let them keep engaging. Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can't please everybody.
Right.
Now, it would be different if you were trolling and just doing stuff to get a reaction and trigger people.
Right.
But you're coming from a place of integrity.
Yeah, I'm just telling it like it is, man. Like I said, I know what's going on with them. And I said these articles, I had said before, these articles are not going to stop. They're actually going to get worse. And you would say to yourself, why is this the case? Well, we have to go back to the beginning for a second. He started off, he was a broadcaster. He was a broadcaster. Usually college coaches retire and become broadcasters. He's already been that. He already got the clout on the other side. They don't. They don't got the clout he has in the NFL. He has the clout already. Now,
Right.
maybe on the college level it's a problem, but the NFL is not a problem. They'll love to have him. They'll love to have him. I mean, come on, they'll love to have him. They're like, they probably even saying, why are you even doing this? Like, why are you wasting your time, man? Like, he already has that level. See, the thing is, look, technically, he's a sophomore in the Power 5 level. He was a rookie last year, right?
Right.
But he's not really a rookie. He's not a rookie because, I mean, he went to the Hall of Fame. A lot of these coaches, they're aspiring to get to the Hall of Fame as a coach. He's already there as a player.
Right.
And it's a very exclusive fraternity. Not too many people are in it that's still alive. So, and we know we just lost the Juice. Rest in peace to the Juice.
Right.
But yeah, so he's in that fraternity. So this is a very unique situation. He doesn't need these coaches. He don't need them. He don't need their approval for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Most of these coaches, they were watching him as children. They were children when they were watching him. Some of them don't even remember, actually. They don't remember him being a coach. I mean, being a player.
I think a couple of things that are the reason why they're doing this, putting the microscope on them, so to speak, is because Dion is a very outspoken person.
Right.
He's also unapologetic.
Right.
In his point of view. And then people can look at that as though he's kind of cocky, whereas he would probably say he's confident. And to me, the only thing that could really turn this whole situation around is to have a winning season. But I also have to say, on the other side of the coin, he kind of set himself up for this by how he ran his mouth and coming off as somewhat arrogant. And, in that system, it's, as you said before, it's the old boys club. And they're not used to having a brother like him or even a person like him coming out that way. It kind of reminds me of in football, like you said, there's coaches who became broadcasters.
Right.
Like Jimmy Jones, great example.
Jimmy Jones, right.
The difference is Jimmy Jones had winning seasons.
Right.
And Dion has yet to have a winning season at this level where he is now. So it'll only get better if he comes out winning. If he comes out if the team comes out and starts on a losing streak, then it's only gonna fuel the fire of the people that don't like him to keep talking bad about him.
Right.
And that's just par for the course. I mean, we're in America. We know the history.
Right. We know the history. I
So,
don't know if you guys know this. Football used to be segregated. Do y'all know that? And that was in my mother's lifetime. So I'm only one generation back from this being segregated. One generation for me. Some of you are 3 or 4. I'm one generation back. And matter of fact, I could tell you a story with Gerald Ford. He was former president of the United States. He refused to play a game one time because they wouldn't let one of his players play. So he was threatening not to play. He was like, okay, if my teammate got to sit out, I'm sitting out. That wasn't that long ago. This good old boy system is still prevalent. It still is. A lot of people don't like to hear it, but his ugly face showed up when Coach when he came to the Power 5. Now you guys might say, well, they had other black coaches in the Power 5. That is true, but they have to go a certain way. He came in unapologetic. When he came in that first speech and said, I'm gonna try to run some of you out, they didn't like that. I'm just telling you they didn't.
well, speaking about historical facts, Max, right? If you look at the NFL, a lot of people don't know this, but I'll just bring it to light. Paul Robeson, for those of you that know who he is or was
Right.
one of the very first players to integrate the NFL back in the 1920s.
Yes.
And it's been overshadowed. He was an All-American at Rutgers, and he dealt with severe racism as a player.
Right.
He was brutalized out there. A player stepped on his hand, busted it up with his cleats, and there was nothing he could do. But if you just look at the history of our people in America, using Paul Robeson as an example, the guy was a lawyer. He graduated and had a law degree in the 1920s, but he could not practice in a meaningful way to earn a living at the time due to segregation. So he became an actor and a world-famous baritone singer. And when he got tired of all the issues that he had to deal with, he dropped off of that and became a spokesman for human rights, and ended up being blackballed by the United States government to where they took his passport away for 10 years and he couldn't make a living as a singer. And then if you look at just sports in general, I'm glad you brought up the point of crossing the barriers of the color line. You had Jackie Robinson in the 1940s becoming the first Major League Baseball player. You had Bill Russell, basketball player, arguably the greatest of all time. Man won 11 championships on the Boston Celtics, which, for those that don't know, was highly, highly segregated team. And he broke that barrier. And now he's recognized, when they give out the MVP at the NBA Finals, it has his name on that trophy. You look in football, players like Jim Brown, who still to this day, probably one of the greatest rushers of all times, in an era where the rules were not even nearly as stringent as they are now. But yet and still he overcame that, and he even got tired of the BS that he had to go through, dropped out of football and became a Hollywood actor, and eventually became a spokesman for our rights here in this country, in sports, on and off the field. You see what I'm saying? So Deion is in that category of players that are breaking barriers still. I mean, look at how, remember when we were kids, Max, there was no such thing as a black head coach in the league.
Right. I
I mean,
remember that. Yep.
when I was a kid, there was really hardly no such thing as a black quarterback.
Right.
I remember growing up going to the LA Rams football games because my dad was a season ticket holder, and my dad, being with pride, he's like, "I want to take you to see one of the only black quarterbacks." What was his name? Shaq Harris. That was his nickname. And he came out of Grambling. And then the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl, what was his name? Doug Williams.
Doug, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we're not that far removed
Right.
from the segregation of the sport. You know, it's a great thing now that we can look and point to coaches like what's his name? Herm.
Black, you breaking up. You're gonna have to repeat it. You did your mic cut out. I'll wait till Black come back. But yeah, he's right. Doug Williams won a Super Bowl. He didn't really get credit for it. And he won a Super Bowl. And it's like, Art Shell for the Raiders. It's been quite a few in my lifetime now. It's not like it was back then. Now it's just a lot different, but you're still seeing the remnants of this good old boy system. You're still seeing it. And Coach Prime had on a recent interview, he was like, maybe I should have let them say I was great. He said the problem is I said I was great. He said maybe I should have let them report that I was great. He said maybe that's what the problem is. I said I was great. And the crazy thing is he was. He talked it and he actually backed it up. And he's still that way as a coach. He's still that way. He's still that way. He's still the same. He's still the same as he was a player. He's still the same. He's just a coach now. He's not playing anymore. Still the same. That burning desire to win is still there. And he's relentless. He's gonna win eventually, just that relentless. Whether he win here or he wins somewhere else, one or the other. But it's that love-hate relationship that with him in the media has been there since he got drafted. Remember, he told the story, he told the teams, "Oh, don't even worry about talking to me because I'm not gonna be here, but y'all not gonna be available by the time I get drafted." He said that. And he was right. You know? So that's what's going on here. And everybody is catching strays because of it. Any little thing that they do is going to be under a microscope. Any little thing, it don't matter. Okay, you shoot a little dice. Ooh, look at them. They're sitting there shooting dice. Everything is being magnified, and it's going to get worse. He is a threat to this system, and that's just what it is. He start winning, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. They get over 8 games, it's a wrap. The floodgates are going to open in. Okay, Shador leaving, all type of quarterbacks going to be knocking on the door. All types. All types of quarterbacks. This is like Shador was there for the foundation being laid. He was there. He was a foundational player. He was there to lay the foundation. If he decides to stay there, they're going to eventually win. One way or the other. They're going to eventually get to the pinnacle of the sport. That's why these other coaches feel the way they do. Like, look at me. I won all these games. I did this. How come nobody talking about me? Because it's just who he is. He knows how to command media attention. You don't. That's just the way. That's just what it is. This was one of the greatest 2-sport athletes of all time. In fact, he probably is the greatest two-sport athlete. I would say Bo Jackson, but Bo got hurt. But Bo, Bo was Superman. Both of these guys, to me, were like superheroes growing up. This man is in Yankee Stadium, in Yankee Stadium, doing his thing and playing football. That's unheard of. And then Bo did the same thing. Well, if he got credit for winning the Super Bowl, how come they let him go the next season? If he got so much credit. No, he didn't get the credit that he deserved, Doug Williams. You might not remember. They let him go, man.
Sorry about that, Max. I had to take a business call, but I wanted to finish that point I was speaking on. We're not that.
Wait, hold on a second. You said Bo never played both at the same time?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, you don't remember Go Bucks. You too young to remember. He did play both at the same time. Come on, man. He's a two-sport athlete. You just don't remember. I'm saying we sitting up here lacing you with the history. He did play both games at the same time. It's just that he got hurt. Bo got hurt. I remember the game he got hurt. The reason why he got hurt, because for somebody that big to be running that fast, he stopped on a dime and the force shattered his hip. That's what happened. That's what happened. I never, because it didn't look like it was a bad hit. It's just that he had so much torque. That ligament, that socket couldn't handle it. And that's what happened. Go ahead, Black.
No, what I was saying is we're not that far removed from a time in our lifetimes when it was thought that black people didn't have the intelligence to be a quarterback, much less the mind frame to be a coach. I mean, back when I was a kid, actually when I was in college, in baseball, the owner of the Dodgers made a comment that was very controversial, referring to not having black managers in Major League Baseball. And he said something to the effect that we weren't buoyant enough. In other words, low-key saying we didn't have the right attitude to reach that aptitude. There was a time when there was a sportscaster named Jimmy the Greek.
Jimmy the Greek, right.
Who had a little too much to drink, and he said on air the reason that we were so good as athletes was because of the genetics of slave breeding on the plantation.
Slave breeding. Mm-hmm.
So I can think back even maybe 10, 15 years ago, if not less, where it was the first time that we had two black head coaches competing against each other in the Super Bowl.
Right.
I think it was Herm Edwards and a dude named Lovey something.
Lovey Smith.
Right. And it's kind of like, I grew up playing tennis. The first time ever that you had two black people in the finals of the U.S. Open was the Williams sisters.
Yeah, the Williams sisters.
So when we think about it in the bigger political context, we've always had to overcome these stereotypes and obstacles and glass ceilings set before us and beyond the threshold of that. So, when you line him up with all those people I mentioned, from Paul Robeson to Bill Russell to Jim Brown, you can even throw Kareem in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kareem dealt with a lot of flack due to his religious beliefs.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, coming back to the dice game, I make no qualms, or I don't hide the fact that I love to play DraftKings, shout out, and I like to gamble on the NBA and the NFL. And back in the day, that was considered taboo. But when you think about it today, DraftKings and these other people, sports channel, sport books, are partnering with Major League Baseball, partnering with the PGA, and Vegas is right there in the middle.
Right.
So, what's the problem again with the boys gambling, playing dice backstage or whatever?
It's not a problem, but
I don't.
the reason.
Mm-hmm. Let me finish. The problem is when you have these players like Jonte Porter, Michael Porter Jr.'s brother, who played for the Toronto Raptors, getting caught gambling, like participating in this stuff. You can't be a player and be messing around, tampering with the game. You feel me?
Right.
So when it comes to Dion, in my opinion, he talks a lot, and then he doesn't produce. Then it opens him up for criticism. And then all these little ticky-tack things that are taking place behind the scenes because of social media that leak out become big stories. And it's much ado about nothing. It's almost like gaslighting. So, again, at the end, Max, the best thing Dion can do is win games. And that'll put all this other stuff to bed. But go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, like they get over 8 games, it's a wrap at that point. It's they'll come up with something else, but it'll just really, like you said, it'll be just gaslighting. That's all they're really doing at this point. That's what they're doing now. But yeah, when he came in, the way he did that first meeting, they didn't like it. When he said some of them players, if you don't like it, you can leave. They don't want him coming in telling their family that they can leave. But he said it, you can leave if you don't want to be here. If you're not trying to compete and you're scared to compete, we're gonna run you out. And they didn't like for him to come in there and say that. And it's always been a love-hate relationship with him anyway. And I knew it was coming. And I knew they were gonna lose the Louis Luggy speech against them. And they're doing it. And you would think it'll get tired and run down at this point, but the media is not going to let up on them. They're not. And that's just what it is right now. But I must say, if he leaves that team, they're done. They're really done. But yeah, like you said, we're not that far removed from all this segregation. I'm only one generation removed from segregation. My mother grew up in it. So I'm only 1 year removed. You're 1 year removed. I mean, one generation removed. We still got a long way to go to evolve as humans. We're still in the evolution process. I think it'll take about 300 or 400 more years for humans to evolve to get past this. We're just in the middle of it, this evolution. But yeah, it always rears ugly head sometimes. And that's what it is. I like when people say it's not really that way. Yes, it is that way. It really is. It really is that way, man. These other teams, they gamble in the locker rooms and do all types of stuff. You don't hear about it. But now all of a sudden you're hearing about it. It's because that's what it is, man.
And at the same time, this is all sports is entertainment at the end of the
day.
Right.
It's entertainment.
And it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, whether it's at the collegiate level, the pro level, what have you.
Right.
And so therefore, they're going to create narratives to promote who they see as the good guy and vilify who they see as the bad guy. And right now, Dion, he fits that mold as the bad guy to them. So
right.
Any little thing they could find to pick apart him and now the team, they're doing.
Right.
So, the best form of revenge in that narrative is success. Win.
Yeah.
For decades, the Raiders were perceived as the bad boys of the NFL. Al Davis was the most hated. You go over to the Yankees, your boy Billy Martin, a terror as a manager, as a coach.
And
George Steinbrenner.
Right.
They didn't like him because they say back in the day he was buying World Series. And then even here in LA, man, a lot of people do not like the Lakers for that same reason.
Right.
So like Jerry Buss and his daughter are buying championships.
Right.
But that's the name of the game. Sports entertainment. You're gonna have the
Yeah, you gotta
Batman.
the
If you
bad
have
guy.
the Batman, you're gonna have the Joker.
Right.
And nowadays the Joker is the anti-hero is the hero.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's all a game and it's how you play it. And
That's how you
if you
play it.
don't win, then you know what I'm saying? I don't have to finish that. If you don't win, we're gonna say everything.
Nope. Yeah, they gotta win. They gotta win. That's just what it is. It's not fair, you would think, for an average coach coming in. It'll take about 4 to 5 years to win. No, not for him. He don't win this year, they're gonna be dragging him through the mud. And I'm here to tell you it's only the second year, but they're not gonna see it that way. But I honestly think on paper they can win this year. They can.
Well, what's unfortunate about what's happening here is that it's the spotlight is no longer on Dion, where everybody's focusing on him. Now it's trickling down onto the team and the players.
Yeah.
And these are still, at the end of the day, these are still young men, barely out of high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they're getting all this extra attention, not just on social media, which is their playing field, but in the national media.
Right. Yep.
So I just wanted to chime in on that, man, and say, sometimes I'll be laughing and joking and Dion this and Dion that, but at this point, it's way bigger than Dion.
Yeah.
And if you really look at it, the team players are but a reflection of the coaching staff on and off the field. So
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin comes to mind as a coach. To me, he's a great example of a coach who he doesn't have to say a lot. He lets his players and his winning record do the talking for him.
He's the longest tenured coach now in all of sports. And he came out of College of William and Mary, by the way. If y'all don't know, he played at the College of William and Mary. The same as the new defensive coordinator. He came from William and Mary. Yep. Something about William and Mary, man. But yeah. Black, that's just the way it is, man. This society is set up a different way, man. You just gotta know how to play the game
Mm-hmm.
and navigate around it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the Williams just caught flack when they were playing.
And know how to win.
Yeah, they knew they were winning though. They were winning.
See, what was his name? Vince Lombardi for the Green Bay Packers. He was a coach. He said, famous quote, "It's not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game." I disagree because nobody remembers the losers. Everybody remembers the winners.
Right.
Like right now in basketball, Denver Nuggets are an afterthought. They're no longer the champs.
Right.
They're out of it. And really, it's a young man's sport across the board.
Right.
You think about all the older generation players in the NBA. Where are they right now on the court? Kyrie is the oldest guy out there, probably. Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I would say Kyrie, yeah.
That says a lot about the competitive nature of the sport.
Right.
So, circling back to the Buffs Nation, Deion got a lot of work to do to get them boys ready for the season. And all this extra negative attention is not helping to get him there.
Yeah, that's why they putting it out to try to derail it and try to add extra pressure.
And so I would suggest Dion, if you're listening out there, or Dion's folks, da-na-na-na-na-na, do the tighten up. All right, Max, I'm out. Got to go to work.
Peace.
Talk to you later.
Peace.
Peace.
My other suggestion is for them just to ignore it. Don't even read the articles. Just ignore it altogether and just be in a bubble. That's another thing I recommend. Just be in a whole bubble at this point. Because you notice the negative stuff is coming. It's going to continue to come all throughout the season. Yeah, Alhambra, yeah. You had to bring that up, huh? That he played at William and Mary too. All right. Yeah, Stacy, that's the way it is. You said I'm 70 years old and I've seen it get quietly worse. Yeah, somebody was telling my mother said it's actually reversing. She said she thought it was getting better, but she said now we're regressing. That's what she said. She said it felt like we're regressing. She said sometime it might feel like we're regressing because it'll get better eventually. But we're just seem like it's a long way out because we're living in our lifetime. But progression happens in many year increments. But she said it does seem like we're regressing. You said Tomlinson. You talking about Mike Tomlin? He's one of the best. I can't stand the Steelers. Mike Tomlin. Yeah, he's the longest tenure coach now. You said, what exactly is he doing? Just being himself? You said, what is he doing to make coaches envy him? Just being himself. Yeah, Tony Dungy was good. You said, oh, we getting Heisman like it's only week one. I'm not sure what you mean by that. We're not talking Heisman Trophy. We're talking about the other stuff. Dungy did turn him around. Nice to have Peyton Manning, though, and Marvin Harrison and all them, and Edgerrin James, and, in that great defense. That helped. But yeah, he was really good as a coach. You said referring to, I didn't see your other statement. You're talking about pointing out flaws. Hold on, let me see. Let me go back. You said pointing out flaws when you come in saying hypothetical statements. You can say what you want to say. I'm telling you the truth. I know how this society is set up. You can believe what you want to believe. Look at all the stuff they said about Serena when she was playing, and she had to take it on the chin. What you talking about? I know how this is set up. It's a double standard for other people. It's double standard. We just have to live that way. Some of us understand it. We have to live a double standard. It's a double standard. You said, I know, Max. I'm saying JS, dog. I don't know. You said, I'm just saying, dog. Yeah, but You said the winners aren't concerned. Lanning is a winner. The winners are concerned. He's a winner. He's not a loser. Dan Lanning is not a loser. You said Shiloh was allegedly caught throwing dice in a high school bathroom at Prep Academy. I don't know anything about that. Nah, we're not talking about that. Yeah, you just got to live your life and forget the rest of it. It is what it is, right? But yeah, it can affect you, Marcus. Even though it's a double standard, you're supposed to just it does affect us. It does. The playing field is never level, which I'm okay with. That means that shit, you must think we that great then, if the playing field is never level. Imagine if it was. He is a winner. You said he hasn't won anything. He is winning. I know that get them mad when I say good old boys. Don't it get them mad, Stacy? When I say good old boy, they get them MFers mad. I don't care though. Get mad. Because it is a good old boy system and the playing field ain't level. Because your ass is cheaters. That's why. That's why. If the playing field was level, if it was level from the beginning, you guys' ass would be losing. And that's what y'all want. Y'all don't want this. I'm telling you, I don't really want to go in. I really don't want to go in. And then you know what they'll say? They'll gaslight. Oh, what do you mean? You're just making excuses. No, the playing field was never level. Because your ass was cheating. That's why. That's why. So yeah, see, I'm the type where I don't care what they say. I know how this is. I know how this is. Let me tell you, let me tell you something real quick. Most ghettos that you see around the country, that was planned. It was planned that way. Planned. When the GIs got back from World War II, right? This was a funny shit. Because this happened this happened to my great grandfather, yo. He had just got a World War II, right? He had all his benefits. And the only reason how I know this story, because it was passed down to us, because my grandmother was telling us. This is my grandmother's father. So he was bragging, right, to his old lady, which was my great grandmother. He's like, yeah, I made it home. You know what I'm saying? You ain't cheat on me, did you? He's like a jokester. He said, we got them benefits. We get ready to buy a house in the good area, right? Man, his ass was denied, yo. He was denied, yo. And he had good credit. He was denied because they had red line. They red line the areas. So guess what he had to do? They had to buy in the suburbs, right? But now it's reversed. Now the motherfuckers want to come back to the city now. So now they gentrify. They gentrifying the cities. Now it's in the reverse again. You see what I'm saying? The playing field was never level because he had great credit. He had his benefits. He still was denied certain areas, denied certain land. So the playing field was never level. I just know history, and I don't mind spitting it. Okay, so these motherfuckers out here, they think they so great. They're not great. You know why? Because a great person would never have to make the playing field a certain way because they're already great. They were never great. So I don't care what they say. So see, coaching them can't talk like this, but I can. I know they sitting back cracking up at me saying this because I don't care. I don't care. Everything we get into, we master. We don't dominate it fucking tennis and got bored with it. We dominated it and got bored with it. Dominated golf, dominated every goddamn thing. That's what they don't want. They don't want us coming. They damn sure don't want you dominating. The only thing they got left is fucking coaching. So that's it. So that's it. I don't care what nobody think about it, and that's just what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is, and it's always been like that when this country was started. It's been like that. You don't oppress nobody that you better than. You understand that? You never do. You don't oppress nobody and hate on nobody you better than. Ever. You never do that. Yeah, man. Now I'm unapologetic as fuck. And I don't care what nobody think about it. So that's just what it is. So hopefully they win. I want them to win now. I really do. To shut some of these people up so I can sit there and talk my trash to them. But in time, if he's long as he stay there, they will start winning in time. It takes time to build a team to where you want it. But I think they're on paper, they're close now to at least get 8 and a little bit more. 10 is the ceiling. But who am I to say their ceiling could be whatever they want it to be? So yeah. Dominate everything, Juanita. Dominate everything we touch, yo. Even dominated fucking hockey, yo. Now, why would you say hockey, Max? Because we invented it. That's why. A lot of people didn't know that. But anyway, just dominate every damn thing. But it's sad that some of us don't know who we are. We lost it. We lost it. Because I see how people act out here. They don't know who they really are. You know what I'm saying? They really don't. So they have to keep distractions in place. They keep us from who we really are. But this whole thing, I'm gonna continue to stay on it. Because it's gonna get worse. This whole media thing is going to get worse. It's gonna get worse. And I see what they're doing. Like Source Illustrated is cutting and pasting the article. They're not writing the article, they're sharing it so it can hopefully grow legs because they know the Colorado Beat or whoever wrote it, Buff, whatever it was, they're not going to get legs on it, on the story. So that's why they're doing it. Yeah, Buffs International. What exactly do you know? Like, yeah, that's what I wanted to know. You said you live like a mile from the school and you know something. Tell us what you know. Like, what's going on? Let us know. Yeah, the country was designed this way, D. Johnson. That's the way, but you got to know how to navigate around it. You got to know how the game is played so you can navigate around the system. But the system was not never level, and wasn't supposed to be level. But now that you know it's not level, now you know how to navigate around it. You ever been in a job somewhere and you're outspoken? Because I'm outspoken as fuck. I don't care where I am. I'm gonna speak my mind. You ever hear somebody say, "Oh my God, you're making me nervous. You're scaring me." They're gaslighting you. And you know what I do? Oh, you're scaring me too. Oh, you're scaring me. I get them right back. You're scared. Oh, you're scaring me. I play the game on like I just play it back in their face. You know what I'm saying? Like but that's what they do. Oh my God, you're scaring me. Oh my God. Shut up. You just need to know how to navigate around it. See, my problem was I have to I have to I have to pray that I watch my mouth because I have a mouth on me, you know. I remember one time this lady was like, when I had locks, right? she was like, how do you wash your hair? I said, how do you wash your ass? I said that to her. Like, sometime I gotta really watch what I say sometime. She said, oh, what do you mean? I said, how do you wash your ass? Like, I want to know how you wash your ass. Like, I always want to know how you people wash your ass. Like, I'm really like that. And sometimes it's not good to go through life like that. Sometimes you have to take the high road. You do. And I'm like my grandmother. My grandmother was like that, and she put the disease on me because I can't. Sometimes my mouth is just like, you know what I'm saying? I can cut you. So yeah, she was like, I just want to touch your hair. I said, I want to touch your ass. Can I touch your ass? And she was like, no. I said, well, you ain't touching my hair. Don't touch my foot damn hair. I'm not. Let me touch your ass. How about that? No, you're not touching my hair. And then I come off as what they say, angry. Oh my God, he's so angry. He's so angry. Your ass is angry. So that's how I am sometimes. So when stuff like this, I'm not afraid to speak my mind. I'm just telling you. So when the next time the article come out, I'll be right back live, counteracting what they're doing. I told y'all I'm gonna do it. I told y'all the media thing is gonna come right back on them. They got off Kermani's ass. Now they're back on them now. It's ridiculous. Oh my God, he's over there. He's going through bankruptcy. He's going through bankruptcy. So what? So what? Ain't nobody taking $11 million from me. Bullshit. I am not paying nobody that money. Yo. So you go through the legal channels and do what you got to do. If that's the case. I don't even know if that's the case, but that's what the media is running with. And it's still alleged. Ain't go through no criminal trial. The hell with them. You said how Belichick do without Brady. Well, you're only good as your personnel that you got on the field. You got to have the right personnel. And that's random. We're not even talking about Brady and Belichick. What are you talking about? Hold up. Okay, so he's telling us something. Let's see. Wait, let me see. Let's see if this is common information or not. I know the following. Some players still think there's daddy ball going on too. Some players were pissed when they couldn't get some NIL check because the coach's son wanted to see LeBron with Trav. Wait a minute. They were pissed when they couldn't get some NIL check because the coach's son wanted to see LeBron with Travi. LeBron with Travi. I don't understand, Boss International. Can you what LeBron and Travis got doing anything? You said the coach's son. Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me read this again. I know the following. One, some players think there's daddy ball going on. Two, some players were pissed when they couldn't get some NIL check because coach's son wanted to see LeBron and Travi. Why is thing got to be Trav? Why can't you say why can't you? Let me stop, boy. Y'all working me. Let me get me a beer. Hold on, cause y'all working my damn nerves now. Damn. Why can't you put the S on it and say Travis? But you know what? I'm gonna have to take. I'm gonna have. You know what? Let me apologize. Because let me apologize because he didn't put the S on it. Hold on. I'm just being petty. Well, and this guy, Bus International, he lives 1 mile away from the school. So he said he knows some stuff. He knows some, what do you call it? He got some tea for us. That's all you're going to say, though, Bus International? You done? Now I must say this. Is there daddy ball going on? The answer is no. Let me explain. Daddy ball, I would agree that daddy ball is going on if Shador was garbage. Okay? If he was garbage. But he's not garbage. Who else they got? Okay, who's better? Now let me go on to Shiloh for a second. He led the team in tackles last year. He was actually good enough to be recruited in the SEC. He played his first year in the SEC. He's actually a good football player, so that's not daddy ball. Okay, MOB said daddy ball is refusing to run the ball. Now, they claim that they ain't run the ball because they ain't got no damn line. Okay, so you're moving it. Okay. You see, daddy ball would be if he was a garbage quarterback. That's daddy ball. If you can't run the ball, you can't run the ball. That means the line, they need to come up with a better system so they can run the ball. That's all that was. Okay, MOB said, that's cap. Let me see. Where is give me a second, MOB. Where is Buffs at? He just said that one thing and left. Look, he dropped the mic on me. He just said that one thing and left. Like, I'm out of here. I don't told you what you need to hear now. Now I'm out of here. You said they say the same thing about me too, man. Sometimes, Stacy, sometimes I gotta shut up. Sometimes I just gotta shut my mouth. You said Coach Prime is not gonna let anyone better than Shador on the team. Coach Prime is not gonna let anybody better than Shador on the team. Ain't nobody better. Yeah, my mouth. Sometimes I got to be cool, Stacy. Got to be cool. It's a disease I got. My grandmother gave it to me. That's what my dad used to say. He said, "You like your grandmother, yo." And I didn't understand what. Okay, hold up. He coming back. Hold on. He'll give me a second. 3, parents are not joining the monthly meeting because of how outgoing students are treated by Prime's media outlets. You said they're not joining the monthly meeting. Okay, see, yeah, that's something I'm not privy to anything like that. I don't know what the monthly thing is going on, monthly meeting. Well, I must say over here, Buffs International, if you don't know, we support the outgoing players over here. Because the upcoming season, we're going to be following McCaskill. We're going to be following Wilkerson. We're going to be following McLean. We're going to be following everybody. So you know how I don't talk about other teams. I'm going to be talking about them, though. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I plan to do right there. And then we got Savion up there in what's even the Syracuse, right? Washington. Wilkerson with Alabama State. No. Georgia State. Excuse me. He went to Georgia State. Along with Bishop Thomas. So I'm gonna be seeing what they're doing up there. So yeah, I support the outgoing players. Yeah, we like the outgoing players over here. It's just it's so much the news to cover though. So I got to figure out how I'm gonna do it because you got McCaskill and them at Arizona State. You got this player down here, Kamani in Florida. It's a lot to report on. So I'm gonna get it all though. I'm gonna make sure. So just because they left, we still support them over here. You said Daddy Ball equals Doc Rivers. His son don't play on the team no more, do he? You talking about Austin Rivers? You said I am for Shador. Just would like to see some quarterback competition. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. Next year you'll see it. You said you already have a beer, Stacy. You had to give me a beer. You said I've seen CU media say nothing negative about out. Yeah, I don't think nobody talking negative too much. Kermani they did though. You said Colorado don't have the best quarterback in college football. They got one of the best, El Hombre. That's not for debate. That's not up for debate. We got one of the best. Period. You said Austin was actually good at Duke. He was good at Duke. Austin Rivers. He got to the NBA. He got drafted. Yeah, El Hombre. Yeah, he's one of the best in the country. El Hombre. You know that. Prime definitely wants great players, right? Because he plans to continue to win. You're damn right. He want to win. He got to go out and get the players. Because a lot of these players, this is their only one season. You said that's the whole reason why. Yeah, they keep crying daddy ball. That's just something they say. I mean, his son happened to be good at quarterback. I could see if he wasn't. If he wasn't good at quarterback, then I was like, okay, yeah, I can't even hate. That's daddy ball right there. I can't even hate. But the quarterback, it's not. He's a good quarterback. You said, hey, where's the info on Bo playing two sports at the same time? Lord have mercy. He played football and baseball. You don't remember him playing with the Kansas City Royals, man? You don't remember that? And he played with the Chiefs. You don't remember none of that, huh? All right. All right. All right. Lord have mercy. He's just too young. That's all. Save him. How did Prime say it? Lord Jesus. That's what I'm gonna have to say. Lord Jesus. That's all I'm gonna have to say. You know how Coach Prime be like, oh, wait, hold on. I'm about to say something. The Lord stop me. You know how you say that? Because he got that disease too. But see, he can't be like how I am, like how I just let it all rip. He can't do that. Because then to me, it's like, oh my God, Coach is just too aggressive. He's just too aggressive. He's angry. I'm you know, he can't do that. So, but he's like, Lord Jesus, stop me from what I'm about to say. Lord just had to stop me. Yeah, I'm like that. You said that Shador is so great. Why didn't he enter the draft this year? Because he was coming back. He wasn't going to leave his father hanging like that. He just got there. No, he got to play one more year. That's just what you heard his father. Like, he ain't going nowhere. Mm-mm. He could have got drafted this year if he wanted to. All right, so give me a second here. You got to be careful when you say stuff on here because people, oh, he never played for such and such. Well, let's figure out where he played. He played for the Kansas City Royals from 1986 to 1990. He played for the Chicago White Sox from 1991 to 91 to 93. He played with the California Angels. Okay. I know I said I had it messed up. Kansas City Royals. Los Angeles Raiders. Tampa Bay. Hold on. Yeah. Los Angeles, what are the Raiders? They always be moving. I always get it messed up. Los Angeles. You want to know his batting average too? Jesus Christ. What do you want? What else you want from me? Sorry I said the Chiefs, the Kansas City Royals, man. Los Angeles Raiders. From 87 to 90, right? Right? And Kansas City Royals from 86 to 90. So obviously he played the same damn year, football and baseball. Y'all give me a break and stop trolling. Damn. He played baseball and football. He's a two-sport athlete. He got hurt though. No, I ain't hitting the Crown Royal, Stacy. That I can't do. I gotta leave that stuff alone. I don't mess with that liquor. Oakland Raiders. No, it was Los Angeles. I forget it. Was it Big Walt? Was it Oakland? Was it considered Oakland back then or Los Angeles when he played? I get it mixed up. He's saying Oakland Raiders. Because here it says he played for the Los Angeles Raiders. No, it was when he played, they were in Los Angeles. No, when he played, they were in Los Angeles. I just get the team. They be moving so damn much. I'm like, damn, Oakland, Los Angeles. You said shallow incident with the man happened when Shallow was a minor. It shouldn't be held against him. The man should sue Coach Prime, not Shallow. Yeah, he was a minor, wasn't he? I don't know what happened. He ain't never go to trial. I mean, criminal trial, so it don't count to me. Yeah, I don't know. They went from Oakland to LA, LA to Oakland, then in Vegas. I don't know what's going on. Okay, yeah, they were in LA, then moved back to Oakland. Yeah, this is crazy. You said his parents, not just Coach Prime. Listen, that right there, that whole thing, that whole article they had, it wasn't no big deal. They just try to make it into something. Ain't no big deal. People get sued all the time. You said the civil trial. I didn't watch the civil trial. Didn't watch it. The Raiders, Stacy. Yeah, they're in Vegas now. But yeah, you just, they got all this stuff coming out just to cause the distraction. They want them to be distracted so they'll lose. But they ain't paying no attention to it. Trust me. At this point, they're all professional. They're not paying attention to this bullshit. Yeah, well, the civil trial, I don't want to watch the civil trial. For what? I'm talking about criminal trial. It wasn't no criminal trial, so don't count to me. Mm-mm. You said, yep, the team does good. That's why I said I don't want them to be listening to none of this. But let me get at the media. Let me get that beef off of them real quick. Then I'll get at the media. See, because they can't say but so much because they got to be politically correct. I don't. Yeah, Kansas City Royals and Los Angeles Raiders, Stacy. When he played with the Raiders, they were in Los Angeles. His career was short-lived because he got hurt. But let me tell y'all something, man. When I'll never forget that play when he ran over Brian Bosworth, because they used to call him the Boz. Man, Bo ran over him, man. You said, well, I thought the guy got his 11 million from. I don't know what's going on, El Hombre, with all that. Soldier for Life Records LLC. He said, bro, you police as fuck. You police it. Why? What are you talking? Why are you calling me a police? He called me the police. You said every time I look up, you posting some bullshit about the team. Oh, we got another one. We got another one. Soldier Life Records LLC. I guarantee you ain't selling no damn records. I guarantee you not. And he yeah, I know he's talking about the title, but he's not. He doesn't know the context on. See, I understand what he's doing. He looked at the title. He said, "Man, fuck." What he posts some other bullshit, but he don't understand that I'm breaking this stuff down. He didn't understand it. But since he don't talk out of turn, now I got to sit up here and roast him. Man, you know you ain't selling no damn records. So why you put Soldier Life Records LLC? You ain't no goddamn soldier. You ain't no soldier. Well, what makes you a soldier? What makes you a soldier since you want to sit up here and talk out of turn? All you had to do was rewind and say, okay, let me hear what the brother is saying. Because maybe the brother is breaking this stuff down. Listen to me. You not selling no rec. I don't listen. Keep your goddamn money. Keep your goddamn money. No, you don't sit up here. You talking out of turn now. You talking out of turn. Okay, you talking out of turn. You said, but your name and clout came from Buff Nation. That's what type of time you on. Listen. You sitting up here talking out of turn. I know what you did. I'm trying to give you the benefit of doubts. You read the title when it said college football players allegedly shown gambling in newly surfaced video, but you got to listen to what I'm saying. If you had listened to what I'm saying, then you'd be like, okay, I understand what he's doing. But now you just want to come up in here and be seen. But I'm trying to tell you ain't selling no records. I know you're not because I never heard of you. Soldier Life Records. What makes you a soldier? Let me know. What makes you a soldier? Did you serve this country? What makes you a soldier, man? You said should have sent me a C. No, I still wouldn't be studying his C note. I wouldn't be studying it. I still wouldn't be studying it. So, because he sat up here and talked out of turn. So that's what he did. Right, Clinton, Wayne, that's what we were talking about earlier. There's a whole reason for why they putting all these articles out. That's why I did it. That's why obviously, yeah, I did put the title that way, but then we started talking about why they were doing it. Every now and then we got an idiot that come up in here. Every now and then. Hold on, what did he say? He said, I'm with my people, not against them. He said, I'm with my people, not against them black men. I'm with my people. Okay. I'm not against them either. I'm not against them either, but you got to go back and look at the show, Soldier Life. You got to go look. We got to go rewind back. Because I see what you're doing. You're looking at the title. And you're like, damn, look at this dude, man. But then you saying every time I turn around, I'm posting something. No, you got me fucked up. That's what you got. Yeah, I got to get me another beer, Edwin. I'm not even finished the first one. Yeah, suggesting that I'm criticizing. I'm not with the people. Okay, this is not the first time. Nah, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. You got me wrong with somebody else. I think you got me mixed up with somebody else. He can't, the crazy thing is he won't even give me the benefit of the doubt. Steve, we can see your comments. He won't even give me the benefit of doubt and rewind to see what I'm talking about. I just broke the whole thing down. We were talking about segregation in sports and all that, Soldier Life. Yeah, you got me messed up, man. Yeah, what was that? Oh, let me just turn this off. I don't need this. It's killing my battery. You said he's saying you clickbait and make him go away, bro. Yeah, I'm not click. Everybody know I'm not clickbaiting. He came in late and he just want to make assumptions. I just sat here and broke down why the media is coming after him. When you made your title, you ain't think about how the narrative could further push a black man that's trying to change his family life, and other black teens come on, you better than that. No. You gotta go. You see, you obviously, I don't know what it is. You gotta go back and listen to what I'm saying. You got to go back and look what I'm saying. You got to go, okay, this, to be fair, you would have to, okay, I did the title right, but you have to listen to the video. But see, you can't, now you sitting up here making, who are you talking about? You're not talking to me. You're just definitely not talking to me. You're not. So I just ignore it. But I understand where he's coming from. He's looking at the title and he automatically thinking that I'm talking bad against the team, and I'm not. And what I did was I cut and paste the title that they wrote. That's what I did. I didn't even make the title up. So I said, okay, since they said this, let me just say my part. So that's what happened. They trying to get me tired, Stacy. That's all it is. They just trying to work my nerves. That's all it is. Damn, you said you were an old Oakland fan. Kenny Stabler days. Hold up, go Bucks. He said, I'm an old Oakland fan. Stabler days were crazy. You remember when Ken Stabler was playing? Damn, go Bucks ain't he's an old cat. He's an OG. Hold up, when did Kenny Stabler play? Let me see. Was I around or was I a kid? I think I was. I don't think I was here yet. Soldier Life. Listen, you gotta Soldier Life. You keep carrying me here. You gotta listen to what I'm saying. See, you're just based on the title. You gotta listen to the context. You see what I'm saying? You said that's my days too. 61 years young. Okay, Edwin, you remember those Ken Stabler days? We got some OGs up in the house. Bolitnikov. You say you're not even old enough to purchase tobacco products yet. Kenny and Bradshaw. Now you don't remember my MOB. You don't remember no Newt Rodney. Stop. You don't remember when Newt Rodney was at Notre Dame. Stop. Y'all not that old. Come on now. You don't remember. You heard about Newt Rodney. You heard about him. Damn, Jack Tatum. Man, y'all going way back on me now. See, I'm glad y'all brought so we could change out what Records was saying. Because Records up in here trying to carry me right now. Lord Jesus. That's what I'm saying. Lord Jesus, Stacy. Lord Jesus. Oh, damn. Oh, you know Otis Sistrunk? I know his nephew, Gary Sistrunk. I used to work with him. And he was like, yo, my uncle used to play. Who your uncle? He said Otis Sistrunk. Yep. I worked with his nephew, Gary Sistrunk. Okay, see, y'all trying to go way back on me. Y'all trying, let me see. Yeah, he did paralyze Stingley. But it wasn't Jack Tatum. That wasn't an illegal hit. He just hit hard. It was just an unfortunate accident. Yeah, he did paralyze him. It's crazy, man. Yeah, it's DMV lingo, but I don't know where I got that from. Carry me. I don't know where I got that from. Is that DMV lingo? I'm technically in the DMV, but they don't call where I'm at the DMV, even though I'm in Virginia. You remember when Willie Lanier was at? No, you don't. No, you don't. Lester Hayes. Lau Zato, you talking about? Big Tiger Media. What's going on, Big Tiger Media? They bringing some old players on me right now, like I don't know my history now. Come on now. Come on, you know I have to bring up my Jets players. Yeah, I'm from New Jersey, but I live in Virginia. Yeah, I'm out here in Virginia, man. But where I live at in Virginia, they don't call it the DMV for some reason. They call Northern Virginia the DMV. They don't consider us DMV. And really, rightfully so, because I'm nowhere near the DC metro area. I'm about 2 hours away. So technically, I'm not in the DMV. Come on, man. You don't remember no Willie White Shoes Johnson, man. Come on, stop, Edwin. You don't remember no Willie White Shoes Johnson. Yo, man, that's you sound like my brother now, because my brother older than I am. And he was like, man, what you know about Billy White Shoes Johnson? I'm like, who the hell is that, yo? He said, man, because I think I know a lot about the history, then we like try to. You said Richmond speaks the lingo too? Oh, it's Joe Willie. It's White Shoes Johnson, right? I know I was around when Ed Too Tall Jones, excuse me, when Ed Too Tall Jones was playing. I was around. I remember Ed Too Tall Jones. You said you're in the Vic and AI area? No, I'm not even in the Vic and AI area. Vic and AI is in Newport News. I'm in Richmond. No, I'm not in the DMV. Richmond is not the DMV. It's Northern Virginia is the DMV. That's where I see it. Emerson Boozer. Man, how old are y'all up in here? Let's get some A. How old are y'all? What age groups we looking at in here right now? What's y'all ages? Because y'all sitting up here trying to hit me with some players now. And I know we got a nice, mature audience up in here. I know we do. We just have some of these idiots that come in here and try to mess it up. I know my audience is older. The majority of the people that listen to me is over 45 years old. Y'all know that? The majority of if you look at the stats, the majority is over 45 years old. Over 40 years old. Yep. We got some OGs up in the house. 66, 63, 58. See, you guys are the big brothers of my generation. I'm Generation X, but you guys are the big brothers of Generation X. See, Sean Trail, we got some OGs up in here. So that's how we do it. I know, D Johnson. I just got to ignore the trolls, man. I have a hard time, man. I know people tell me they be emailing me, Max, just ignore the trolls. I'm trying. So, you got 70 years old, Big Walt, ATL 70 in the house. Okay. My mother getting ready to be 71 in July. Y'all the same age. As a matter of fact, let me see something. Speaking of her, I'm like her personal concierge service. She wanted me to order her let me see if this thing went through. I'm assuming it did. I think she get it Wednesday. She wanted a cheesecake from Junior's, but she wanted the Junior's in Brooklyn. The one in Manhattan is garbage. For y'all don't know, like it's a different situation. I think they franchised it, but the one in Brooklyn is the better one. Wild Dog 61. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We got a nice. You said Greasy was your quarterback. Greasy got hurt that year, Edwin, when y'all went undefeated. Because I know you getting ready to come up and talk about your undefeated season. Greasy got hurt that season. That's what's interesting about it. And who was the backup for the Dolphins? Who was the backup for the Dolphins when Greasy got hurt? Because I knew you were going to bring that undefeated season up. I knew you coming with it. But who was the backup, Edwin, for Greasy when he got hurt that year? Or did he come back at some point? I know he got hurt during that undefeated season. Oh, thanks for coming a member, Wild Dog. Damn, go Bucks. You just mentioned Earl Monroe. Now, I was when Earl the Pearl Monroe was playing, I believe I was like 1 or 2. But I know the history on Earl the Pearl now. Earl the Pearl Monroe. Let me see. Hold on. Let me if y'all anybody want to come on real quick, let me just give you the invite link. See, I think I'd be thinking y'all young up in here, but I had to remember my analytics. My analytics is telling me something different. I be thinking I know players, man. Y'all hit me with some players here. The old Colts quarterback is you talking about from the 70s or what? The 80s, 60s? You talking about the Earl Mora was the Dolphins backup that year. Humphrey, how old are you, man? Yeah, you talking about Johnny U. You talking about Johnny Unitas when you talking about the Colts. You gotta be talking about Johnny Unitas. You know, I used to watch those NFL films back in the day as a kid, and that got me into the history of the game. A lot of those NFL films is what got me into it. I got one for you, Bart Starr. Come on, man. Bart Starr, man. I got y'all there. Bart Starr, man. Damn, Steve, Ty Buck. Yeah, NFL films were pretty good, wasn't it? MOB. No, we already went over that new Mark. Yeah, he did play the same year, but not at the same time. You talking about Bo Jackson? Yeah, he waited for the season to end in football, I believe, right? Hey, what's going on, Tiger Media? Yeah,
What's going on? What's going on, Max?
not much. What you been up to, man?
Man, I'm trying to pump out these videos, man, every day, man, trying to keep up with all this news. You know how
I
y'all
see you.
cover Buff. I'm on Syracuse too, so man, it's news coming out everywhere.
You covering. You're not just covering the Buffs. You covering other sport. You covering everything else as well.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark and all them, man. I just love sports, man. I've been doing it my whole life, so I got so many friends talk about so many things. I gotta stay on it.
How is it? How's it working out for you though?
I mean, I'm new to it and I'm learning all my systems or whatever. So you got some people that get mad because they want you to just talk about Colorado stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm noticing you starting to get some people that's coming back because they want to have a back and forth about Caitlin and Angel Reese and all that. And you got some
Oh,
Syracuse
that's a good
fans, they starting
topic.
to chime
Mhm.
in. So yeah, it's growing. It's growing.
Yeah, I see
And
you putting
and
out a
it's
lot
good
of
when you have like, when sometimes a lot of negative stuff be coming out about Colorado.
yeah.
If I don't want to talk about that, I can talk about something else.
Yeah, you putting out a lot of content. How many videos you do a day?
Ah man, sometimes I'm doing like 5 a day, or in
Oh
my
wow, you
shorts,
doing
sometimes
5
I'll
a
do
day.
about 10 shorts a day.
Okay. You're doing about 5. Wow, that's a lot of content.
Yeah. And I'll be doing like 2 hour lives and live in the morning, live at night. So yeah, I'm going. I said I'm gonna go hard this month to see how it go. Then I'll
Yeah.
figure it out after this month.
Yeah, you probably gonna see your
But what's the
analytics
topic?
go
What
through
you
the
talking
roof.
about today?
I was talking about this article came out talking about the players allegedly shown gambling. And I was explaining
Mm,
why they're coming out with these articles. Um It's mainly because they're getting that Coach Prime. That's what it is. And these articles are going to
Yeah.
get worse. They're going to get worse as the season go on. So it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
think
Yeah. I
he's not
see
going to
that.
let
I
that
see that.
bother him. He's been in the media. He's been dealing with the media since he was in college. So he's used to it. Just that the players, they just got to ignore it.
Yeah. I just had 2 Georgia guys on the phone, and Stetson Bennett, he got in trouble with the drinking after the championship game, right?
Right. Hmm.
And then he got released, or he had to go home or something from the Rams because he was still having some drinking problems. And so I had 2 Georgia guys on the phone. They were saying Shador don't have no pressure on him, but Stetson Bennett did because his mom and dad was kind of going through a divorce and this. I'm like, well, Shador and Shiloh went through the whole thing. They mom and dad sometimes still be going back and forth. I'm like, if Stetson Bennett got pressure, that's pressure on Shador. But why don't y'all give Shador them a pass for having pressure? Now they just privileged rich kids,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, yeah, I remember the whole thing with Stetson Bennett. Yeah, they give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, Shador got pressure on him to win this year. He's the quarterback of the
Yeah,
team. He's under a lot of pressure. But yeah, I get what you're
exactly.
saying. They just, yeah, it's a double standard. I didn't realize that what happened with Stetson Bennett though. Did he have to lead a team for a minute?
Yeah, he left the team for a minute, and what they was trying to say was, if you notice during the championship game or something like that, like his mom and dad used to sit together. His dad went with him, so that right there made him start drinking.
Oh wow, I didn't hear that. So
Yeah, that's what
he's
Georgia fans were saying. So that's why I try to talk to dudes from different teams, because they
right.
can give us some insight that we might not know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't hear that about his parents and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's the thing. See, they keep it on the hush. But with Coach
Where
Prime,
is he?
everything gonna be on Front Street.
Right, everything gonna be on Front Street. Where is he playing at? He with the Rams or?
Yeah, he with the Rams. He got drafted by the Rams.
Okay. Yeah, that's how it is. What's going on, Chris?
Hey, what's up, Max? What's up, Tiger?
Nothing much.
What's going on?
Yeah, nothing much, man. I just be wanting to pop my head in every now and again on everybody's channel and share my little spiel. So whenever I get an opportunity to join positive platforms, man, I do that. You guys definitely some people I rock with. So that's all.
Okay.
Hey, appreciate it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man. It's just some crazy things coming out, man, and you just notice. Well, we all know this, but everything is just magnified when it comes to Coach Prime in Colorado and
Mm-hmm.
Shiloh and that situation. And I mean, even last year, I don't know if y'all noticed, but the algorithm started picking up the defamation session with Coach Prime, and that was 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like the video started to resurface about Shiloh's situation at school. Did y'all familiar with that?
I'm a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
familiar with it, but
Well, see,
I
I
didn't
live
really
out here.
get into it too much. I didn't really like do research on it too much on what happened. Because that was back in high school, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
2015.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't. I mean, this video's online. I didn't really get a chance to check them out or nothing. But they had put an article out recently, and the article kind of made him look. It made him look good. It made him look like a good businessman because a lot of people set up LLCs and stuff like that to protect your bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
But they did a lot of assuming too, because they were saying, the guy said, well, he's making more money than he say he is, but I mean, his business is set up that way where he can do that. So that's a good thing. I thought it was a good thing on his part. That means he's smart.
Oh, Shiloh.
Yeah.
I got a call. Yeah, he probably got that from his dad, man.
Yeah, he's smart, man. That's a smart kid right there.
Yeah, it's just weird that.
And that's the benefit of growing up under Coach Prime. Like, you get to learn a lot because he done went through a lot of these trials and tribulations. So now he get to pass his knowledge off to these younger kids. Because I understand what happened, but that's not no $11 million. Like, you shouldn't be getting no $11 million. That's crazy.
Yeah. But
and like the only reason why I seen this is Whitlock. And it's like, and that's why I think Coach Prime blocked Whitlock, because Whitlock is on a witch hunt. Like, anytime you see anything, he got to speak on it, and he got to try to bring stuff up. He kind of, he just got a bullseye out for men that's trying to do positive things. That's how I feel.
Well, that's the only way he can get his viewership to where it needs to be. Bad press sells, bad news sells quick. If you notice in the stock market, you sell the news, man.
Mm-hmm.
Bad news sells, brother.
Yeah. It sure does.
Yeah, it's just messy though, because it was in Texas. So in Texas, 17, you're considered a full-on adult, and you can even file for independency when you're 16. Because Shiloh was kind of back and forth between Coach Prime and his mother Pilar. So I would be surprised if he had filed for independency at 16, just so he'd have the freedom to be with whoever he wanted to be with, right? So it's my belief at the time of the altercation, you're not dealing with like an administrator and a student or a child. You're dealing with man to man.
But I didn't know
So
Texas was like that. Okay.
yeah, so all this coming out now, you have an altercation between two adult men. You know what I'm saying? And you put you try to physically contain or do whatever. That's different. That seemed different. You know what I'm saying? Than a minor at a school with an administrator, and the administrator's trying to, contain or their techniques when they grapple you or whatever like that. That's different when you're dealing with an adult. You just have to use your words. As soon as you touch them, then you're dealing with assault.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know.
So it's in the state of Texas. That's a complete stretch, and to be honest, it's not going to go anywhere. The money or whatever, unless he's trying to get some hush money. But at this point, especially in Texas, like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're lucky he didn't really, really whoop. You know what I'm saying? You put your hands on another man. Come on now. We're not talking about a kid. We're not even talking about a minor student. We're talking about who would be deemed lawfully as a grown man. You assaulted another man. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So the best he can do is,
and that's all I want to. I want to see happen. I hope they just kind of have a meet and greet, and he try to do some kind of settlement with him, so it'll go away. Because from what I've seen, the guy, he didn't have any spite towards the Sanders. He wanted to work through it, but then people was trying to tell him, man, you need to get your lawyers involved. And then once that started happening, I think Coach Prime just shut down the conversation. Like, okay, he's just trying to get money. So I hope they can kind of hash it out, because the dude seemed like he was a good dude, and everything just went left. But just like how they saying Bennett was going through it with his mom and dad, and he acting out because his mom and dad, that's the same thing Charlotte was going through.
Yeah, but that's what I was about to say. It's like you can be a good man, but you're only as good as your circle, right? We know now the top 5 people around you that dictates your direction of your path of your life. So you can be a good man, but if your circle is directing you in the wrong direction, it is what it is.
Yeah. And that's what he said. He said some new people came to his circle talking about suing, and he was like, "What y'all talking about?" And then I think they reached out to Coach Prime, and then Coach Prime was like, "Okay, they trying to sue," so he just stopped communicating. So I think that's what happened.
Well, he won the settlement.
Hey, Max, who said that? No new friends. I can't remember who said no new friends.
I think it was Drake.
Yeah, no new friends, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, but the article, the way they wrote the article, I was like, you know what? This is a positive spin on it. That means he's good with business. That's how I looked at it. Like, it's just LLCs. That's just good business practice to keep your to protect your bottom line.
In America, that's the only way to function. That's the only way to probably function as a business. If you're an individual, you better be a sole proprietor, at least at a minimum. Don't get that check in your name. Get that check in your DBA.
Right. And then pay yourself a salary. Yep.
There you go. 100%.
Yep.
And it's easy. In Texas, I think a DBA doesn't cost anything. Maybe it's $20 now, but I mean, we make it easy. We make it easy. And all you gotta do is go online, or you can go in person, and you in and out.
Right.
Yeah. We don't play here.
Yeah, that's why I took away from the article. That should be a teachable moment for people that's getting ready to touch a large sum of money. You might want to set up your business like that so you can protect, just in case somebody try to sue you. You can protect your bottom line. So, but good for him though, for having everything set up. So, only thing else left is the win in the season. That's it. Have a really good year. This is last year. I expect him to have a really good season as in the safety position, and we'll see where he ends up when he decided to turn pro. So
I don't know why some folks want
to tell you this.
but somebody said it earlier on here, Max, that it might have been you that he led the team in tackles last year.
Yeah, he did.
So I mean, what are you talking about? You know,
Yeah, he's a really yeah. We were going back to the daddy ball situation.
He's the leader of the headache gang. What are you talking about? He's showing you he's performing and he's showing you his mentality. What are you talking about?
Yeah, definitely.
People are like, oh, he won't go first round. He won't go first round. He not a high draft pick. So I don't care if you go the morning after. The Hall of Fame is full of 3 stars and undrafted.
Yeah, it don't matter where you get drafted.
I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy. I saw a video with some guy, Buff and Prime broke his season highlights or his gameplay down, right? That video got like 96,000 views. So a lot of people want to know. Everybody paying attention to Shallow.
Right.
If he wasn't a good safety, it almost got 100,000 views.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the Shallow haters and then the Shallow haters want to turn on Buffed and Prime. The tape don't lie, dog.
Yeah, the tape don't lie. He's a really good safety.
You saw the forced fumbles like the rest of us. You know, Max?
Yeah, he's a throwback type of player too. That's what I like about him. He's a throwback type of player.
Yeah, you saw the pick six just like the rest of us. What are you talking about, dog?
Yep, pick six, and we saw how he set up the pick six because he anticipated. We saw him jump that route. Yeah, your eyes don't lie. He's pretty good on safety.
And I know we got a lot of newcomers and people that may have played but didn't play, multiple positions. But, like people were like, oh, Shallow, this and that. I was like, do you realize that was not his assignment?
Right.
He's trying to cover up. He's coming to the ball. No matter what happens, he's coming to the ball. So it looks like he missed this or he messed up. And it's like, no, that was not his assignment. He was trying to, make up somebody else's miss, Right. And then irregardless, he's coming to the ball. Where's everybody else? He's leading by example. So, even what you see that you think might be on Shallow, it's not,
Yeah. The only thing, and this is not a knock, this is just improvement, is when he comes downhill, he's coming downhill so fast, he doesn't always gather himself, and that put him out of position to make a tackle. If he could just slow down and just, like tread his feet a little bit and then make the tackle, that would improve his game. But outside of that, kid plays hard all 4 quarters. And he just knows. He knows the game of football. And he put in the work. But that's the only, I guess, quote unquote critique that I could see. Because everybody can improve, right? And that's the improvement I see.
Yeah. I think when he can relax with better players around him, at least people that even if they did not execute altogether well, if Shallow knows you're smart enough to know your assignment, he can relax a bit.
Right.
Because if things aren't going bad, who do you think they're gonna look at? Especially last year, Shallow.
Right.
And then who could they trust when they were suffering at linebacker? They had to move Trevor Woods, the safety, to linebacker because that's who they knew at least would know their assignment, know where they're supposed to be, even if he has issues executing as a linebacker, being undersized or whatever you want to say about Trevor Woods, but you can't deny his utility, Right. Him being able to operate in multiple positions. Because they put him at square zero. He had to work his way out. He was a starter before Coach Prime came, and then to work all the way up. So there you are. You're relying on 2 safeties to carry your defense. That's dysfunction, but you can't blame those players. You have to give the players respect while saying the defense is trash. You can do both,
Right.
That's why I'm so happy right now. I just told a Georgia fan, I'm saying, look, man, he was like, oh, y'all was all happy last year. It's just like a.
Nope. Did you cut off? I think he cut off. Wild Dog, I think he cut off.
Yeah, he's probably moving on a move.
Tiger, that's not you. It was somebody else.
He's a truck driver. Tiger's a truck driver, so he might be on the move.
Yeah. He probably hit a dead zone.
Yeah, I follow his channel too. And then out of necessity, I've started uploading content. So if I want it up, I just figure I got to put it up myself. You know, or if I submit stuff to another channel and they don't post it, I'm like, well, I'm going to post it. I'm not wasting my time, right?
Yeah.
So I'm you know, I'm in the incubator, Max. So, you know, but you encourage me though, right? You know,
Hey, keep going. You got to keep going.
we had a back chat one night and I'm just like, dang, Max made me feel some kind of way. It's like, you know, it just is what it is. It's raw, but you know, I'm me, and so far I'm like, me being me is enough.
Right.
You know?
You being you is enough. You just got to keep going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's and it'll work. You know, this is a really hot topic, so it'll take off.
And then on your other channel, you were just in your mode, you know, a niche, something you was into, you know, where you do the news, right?
Yeah.
On your other channel, and I was like, man, okay, you know what I mean? So I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, you just got to just be you. That's it. That's all you got to do. You can't please everybody. Just do you. And it's a hot topic, though, I must admit. So it's gonna get even more of a hot topic when the season start.
Yeah,
That's
so
when everything really start to take off when the season start. Oh, big
when it
tight.
comes to Coach Prime and the Buffs, you know, I support channels like yourself. So you probably won't see me do any Coach Prime or probably any college football on my personal channel, unless it's something that absolutely hadn't been covered, you know.
Right.
If I say, Max, what about this? And he'd be like, oh, I don't want to talk about that, you know. Or if I go to one of my other, you know, content creators that I've, you know, been able to connect with that I mess with, you know what I'm saying? I can't mess with everybody, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, I got an image and brand too, right? So
Yeah.
So the people I mess with, so usually I'm covered, you know. So I'll come on and support. I try, you know, even if I'm not feeling well, it's like if your panel's light, then some part of me is like motivated to come on, you know.
Yeah, that's good. I appreciate
I was at the Mavericks watch party last night, man. I'm in the bed, you know. I'm not trying to get, but yeah, I'm wore out.
Yeah.
You know, I was at the Mavericks official watch party last night. It was nuts. You know.
Oh yeah, how was it?
Man, it was at the lawn of the original arena, which we imploded, right? So you got the city skyline, the tower, which lights up. They did a drone display, right? A drone show, right? And man, it was just crazy. Food trucks, and they were giving away playoff tickets. You know, it's sold out, but they were giving away playoff tickets, and it was just a game atmosphere. You know, the next best thing to being, you know, in the arena. You know,
right?
And when Luka hit that three towards the end, oh man, it was just I couldn't even hear myself think. I was aware enough just to hit record and just put my phone up, you know.
It was pandemonium out there.
And I was just, because it's like a costume party, especially for the Mavericks.
They haven't won since Dirk was playing.
Yeah, 2011. So
yeah.
And then we're 1 for 2, so we only had 2 trips to the finals, you know. So I'm like, you know, I sent it to the basketball podcast that I mess with, but I'm like, if they don't put it up, I got to get it up. Some told me I should have already put it up on my channel, but you know, I give respect with who I work with. You know, I give, you know, this is the area you don't want you to brought me on as a guest on your channel, and I'm a regular guest, so it's like I'm gonna mess with you. But if you don't get it up, I'll get it up. You know,
anybody get it up, right?
Man, and they didn't hurry us out of there. I think we were still there, like the DJ was still going like an hour after the game.
After the game.
So we partied for the game, for the watch party, and then we had an after party.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
Yeah,
y'all having fun out there.
Yeah,
how was the weather?
Yeah, guys with wrestling belts. It was kind of a little bit of a shower, but the thunderstorms went around us. You know.
Okay.
So actually, the little sprinkle helped. You know, it was already going to be 80 something.
Cool everything off.
And yes, sir, it was perfect. And we had guys in all kind of costumes. We had a chicken man. We had a guy with like wrestling championship belts, but it said Mavericks. And I mean, yeah, dude. You know, of course we had some fly honeys. You know, models stepping around. You know, you know.
Yeah, it's always good, like to be out there, as it's happening. You get
Yeah, the only thing we didn't have was a mounted trooper. We did have a state trooper out there, but that usually come finals time, Western Conference Finals, especially NBA Finals, we'll have our mounted troopers and deputies out there. That's the only thing we didn't have.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a vibe, bro.
It sound like it. It sound
you
like
know, but we keep it family friendly, So you have families out there, babies, and then in between breaks, TV breaks or whatever, put some music on. You see the little kids out there dancing. We had the kids dancing.
So you were just out there, like you weren't even in the arena.
No, it was like in basically the old lawn of the previous arena.
Okay.
So it was, I would say, in the same area of the American Airlines Center where they play, but just south, where you have the tower, and then you have where the old building used to be is just gone, and now it's just building. It's just grass,
Did y'all have the jumbotron up where you could watch the game?
Oh man, they had a big screen out there, dog. Okay. It's 2024. I was surprised how big the screen was. I was like, I wonder how they're gonna do the screen. Yes, it was. I couldn't tell you how big it was, but 1, 2, 3, like 25 steps from one side to the other is the best. Is it in my best recollection? 20 to 25 steps. When I walked across it to go from one side to the other, because the dance team I retired from, they basically host everything, so they're the hosts for the watch parties and a lot of events,
So y'all won by 1 point, huh?
Man, I was just like,
that's crazy.
I was just like, I know that I was like, they're gonna go for the win. I really wish they'd go for 2. Right? My nerves was like, go for 2, right? But then I was like, I know these jokers, they not going for 2. They're gonna win, they're gonna close it in regulation, and they're gonna try for a 3.
Yeah, my cousin is Mike Conley. My first cousin is Mike Conley for the T.
Oh, that's what's up.
And so we'll be at the game Sunday. So we're going to the game tomorrow.
Yeah, he had 18 in that game.
Yeah, he was real efficient for the most part yesterday.
Conley doing his thing. Conley was being Conley, which you can count on Conley to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if you let Edwards get off, I think he's gonna get off, man.
Oh yeah.
It's just a matter of time. Like he kind of pushed back. He had 21.
Yeah, but it was a bad. He had 10 of those were from the free throw line, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like I said, it's like a lot of times I say about basketball, it's like, look, talking about a player ain't this or that. I'm like, look, wait a minute. What has the player been asked to do? And have they delivered? And if they've done what they've been asked to do, I'm like, what's the problem then? Let's give them their flowers, right?
Right.
They're reliable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you go to put them in, you can count on them,
Right. Yeah.
So we a lot of specialists, old basketball heads, we real good with Conley. Matter of fact, we feel like Conley might have been the last true point guard.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So that's honoring that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all these combo guards, shooting guards asked to, to move the ball. It's like, it is what it is. It's the game. And the game was positionless, right? There was no, it was a game created. There was no full science to it, So,
right.
But so all this positionless basketball is really going back to the origins.
And Kyrie is a true point guard too.
Yeah, he can do both.
But then he's been in a situation where he's had to score. We need you to put points up.
Oh yeah, he'll score if you
So even if you're a true point guard, they try to make you in a combo guard because your ball's in your hand. We might need you to take over the game. So Kyrie just is happy with 11, 12 points. With the win. And
shoot, Irving, guys, he had a quiet 20 points.
Right.
He had 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes it be when you score the points, not necessarily how many you score, but when you score them in the sequence of a game, that can make the difference. Like he hit the long 3, he hit the corner 3 down the stretch, So those key points and those key moments can make the difference too.
So what you guys thinking? You think it's going to be a sweep?
No, I think Minnesota will come back and force. I think it'll go 6 games regardless of who comes out on top. I think it's 6 games.
Game 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm feeling like, a lot of times it's the away team. Sometimes it just is what it is, So I'm a believer in Anthony Edwards, and I feel like, Cat is underrated, so I'm expecting him to flex back. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we're going to see.
If the next game in Dallas is a blowout, I wouldn't be surprised,
Yeah.
Well, if the next game in Dallas is a blowout for Dallas, they're going to sweep them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I do think they're going to win game 3, though.
Yeah. If they win game 3, the sweep is coming.
No.
I meant Minnesota.
Oh, you meant Minnesota. Okay.
I'm looking for Minnesota to gather themselves together and flex back hard,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they've shown they can win it away as easily as they win at home. So
it's going to come down to Edwards and Carl Anthony Towns. That's what it's going to come down to, and Mike Conley.
Yeah, but I do want to make a comment, though. I mean, I appreciate Anthony Edwards. I mean, old school style, but he brought out.
He's old school. He reminds me of Jordan.
Yeah, but Kyrie Irving, it's not Kyrie Irving you sing, in my opinion. You sing Uncle Drew. You know what I'm saying? When he called him, when Ant-Man called him out, I was like, man, you brought out Uncle Drew. Yeah. Because Kyrie's on one. And then my favorite play of the game wasn't even the 3 to win the game. It was Kyrie being aggressive on the baseline, right? And got the benefit of the call at the out of bounds.
Right.
Even though technically it was a foul, but that's the way basketball goes. The moves you make at the right time and your aggression, right? But not overly aggressive. And then you got the benefit of the out of bounds call. So that's my highlight for Kyrie Irving.
And
Uncle Drew.
Speaking of Jordan, I know they compare Ant to Jordan. I don't think the Bulls has never been down 0-2 in the playoffs. It never went past game 6.
Yeah. But it's like what it took Jordan 8 years, right? To get I might be wrong, but it took him several years to get to the, to get to the show.
Once the team was intact, like once they got Pippen and everybody, once it was intact, he started winning. Yeah. So a lot of times as basketball heads, we making a comparison. It might be Jordan at the same year 5, like Ant-Man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're not making, the comparison at year, 8, 9, 10, 12. We're making the comparison, relative to, because you got that 3-year, 5-year, and then like, Randall, that 7-year turn. That's just the nature of the game. That's how competitive it is. And then you got potential. It's easier to fill up a mug than it is to fill up a pitcher. Mm-hmm. That's why the league, NBA is different. They pay based on potential. Yeah. And then they play with the contracts and the extensions because they know what you can do, but we've also learned the worth and potential of a player, So you'll see teams be like, oh, trade him away. And then year 5, or even like in Randall's case, year 7. But we know this already, we know this already, about player development, Well, I was saying, somebody saying in the audience, but you got to start comparing Ant-Man to Jordan. Listen, he's the closest thing I remember to Jordan. He's the closest thing. I had never seen nothing like. I mean, he reminds me of Jordan.
But Max, that's why I'm saying, Jordan came in in 84,
right?
So Ant-Man is what in year what year?
He's in year.
He was making his turn in year 3.
Yeah.
And so then he was with the USA team this summer.
Right.
So it's year 4 or 5? 4.
I think it takes a while for him to get there. He's close. He's on time.
Because your rookie year is just what it is. It's your rookie year.
Yeah.
And then your sophomore year, I mean, technically, I'm just being honest. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm being honest because I was with the Mavericks for 12 years. I played ball my whole life. So it's like you're not even a pro until year 3.
Right.
So that's why they got, the rising stars, because, basketball realizes, where it's at. You know what I mean? So you have to give some love to the rookies and the sophomores, but it's like until year 3, you're not even really considered a professional yet.
But he said Kobe is the closest. Kobe was, but Kobe, that era is gone. I'm talking about this era.
But Kobe is Jordan-esque. So you got Jordan-esque players. So when we say Jordan, we mean Jordan-esque players. Yeah,
I know Kobe played like Jordan.
Yeah, so it's
Ant reminds me
Jordan-esque or not?
Ant reminds me of Jordan. Like that could be his clone.
Yes. He plays both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
So
that's like his clone, man. Even Jordan said it. A lot of people are saying it.
Even if you say Scottie Pippen, because if Jordan had a great influence on Pippen and helping turn in his game. So but because they were teammates and you don't want to, overshadow Pippen's identity and being his own man, and even what he did getting them to the Eastern Conference Finals after Jordan left, but it's still Jordan-esque,
Yeah. Jordan and Pippen, man, that was the dynamic duo right there. Jordan and Pippen, they both were first team all defensive players. First team. Both
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. They pride themselves on playing good defense as well as offense. It was a really good team, man, just overall. And they brought in, Dennis Rodman to complete it.
Oh man, the Worm is no joke.
He could control a game without scoring.
Yes.
Yeah, he was one of a kind.
The Worm could have zero stat line and still been the X factor. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because if you make a deflection or do this and that, it's who gathers the ball that gets, You
remember his assignment was Karl Malone, and he took Karl Malone out of the game.
Yeah,
he got him out the game.
So that's what we're talking about, positionless basketball. I mean, the Worm would guard the 1 through the 5.
Yep.
And I never forget, and they covered the story on somebody's podcast where he had Alonzo Mourning shaking his head on the bench like, what's wrong with him? And John Sally and and Dennis Rodman are like, and John Sally was like, I don't know, man, but I'm gonna try to talk to him, but he's on one tonight. And just Alonzo Mourning was just shaking his head. We're talking about a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about somebody gifted and talented and with a strong work ethic. And the Worm was just giving him the business. Just wiggly and
He always gave you the toughest opposing player on the team the business. The Worm.
And then Karl Malone with those elbows, and Dennis was just like eating them. Just eating them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's one of a kind. Definitely one of a kind. They had an overall good team. They had, like I said, they had the 3-point shooters, Paxson and Kerr and BJ Armstrong.
Yeah, don't forget about Armstrong. Yeah. Role players are key. It's like what they got, the star they got. I said, man, it's like if you don't got a bench, you know what I'm saying? It's already a long season. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And and like even Ant-Man was saying, coming off the second round, going into the West Conference Finals, is like, and then trying to guard Uncle Drew, Kyrie Irving, it's like, man, we're exhausted. I'm feeling it, but as a team, we're feeling.
Yeah, this might be his year
because you ain't been there before. They ain't been there before. That's the difference.
This might be his year to do it.
Yeah. But Luka's been there before. Kyrie's been there before. It makes a difference. Not that everybody's not going through the same thing, but that experience, that's what we're seeing in these first 2 games, and the Mavericks been able to take advantage.
Yeah.
Because it could go either way, but that's what it's like, man. You know, especially when you're away. You know, you get that close. You get that close. You just gotta, you know, try to take advantage. But again, it could be a away team situation. You know, where whoever's away is just flexing more. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Cat and Ant-Man just come into Dallas and just, you know, get dirty and show off. You know.
Yeah.
And,
They gonna
sometimes
have to.
yeah, you just got to hold on, and all you can do is you're at home, use the energy, and just hold on. You know what I'm saying? And try to close. My motto, I can, you know, I'd be barking and stuff, and I'd be like, always be closing, always be closing. You know, yeah, you know, like we had to close out the Thunder. It's like, stop messing around, don't mess around.
Yeah.
There's not always another tomorrow. It's like
Right.
always be closing, and we mess around with them and gave up a game we should have won. And then I'm like, just always be closing. You know, we ain't got time for no game sevens. You know,
You gotta have the closer.
Because Max, the Mavs are still gelling. We made that trade, though, that trade move, right, to get in, like our man Gafford, you know, Jones, you know, Jones Jr. stuff like that. So it's like, I was like, the timing, fellas. I'm like, it's a great move, but the timing of it is enough time for the guys to like gel and flow together, right? And I can see us struggling a little bit with communication and even guys on this big stage. You know, when you get a loose ball right in the middle of the paint and you muff a little floater, I'm like, I know exactly what that is. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm not gonna let anybody hate, you know, on the player because, you know, you ain't been there. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're young and they haven't been on this stage and they're exhausted. It's like, yeah, you know, I already know what it is.
Hey, Marcus, Rick Mahorn, his nephew, went to my rival school in high school.
Okay.
I remember at a game, Rick Mahorn showed up, and his
that's
nephew
crazy.
was playing. It was a school that they used to call the school Clifford J. Scott.
Yeah.
But now it's turned into East Orange campus now. The school has changed, but yeah, I remember seeing Rick Mahorn at a game one time.
Yeah, sometimes you can lose history when it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it takes somebody like you to remind folks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Rick Mahorn was there.
Yeah.
And watching his nephew play.
Yeah. And then I'll be at Mav games, and sometimes I'm like, it's a good thing some people remember or know who I am. I retired from sports entertainment in 2015, but, you know, they'll be like, I'll be clapping for, you know, the opponent's players. I'll be, cheering. They'd be looking at me like, the buddy I usually go to games with, we're both basketball heads. He'll be like, they're from Garland or they're from Plano, you know?
Right.
You know, I'll be cheering, I'll be barking or whatever, but it's like, yeah, we watched this cat play in high school. You know, he's from here. He can have a good game and still go home with the L, you know?
Right.
But there's no way I'm going to turn on a cat I watch, you know, play from maybe even middle school, but definitely high school that's from the area. And they're, you know, fundraisers and giving back to the community, you know, like Maxie from the 76ers. He's from Garland, and then he runs his foundation out of Plano. So their youth camps and all that stuff, they run out of Plano because they got the nicer facilities there. Garland's a bit of an older community, but so it's like, yeah, I'm gonna cheer on Maxie. You know, he's gonna have to take the L, but that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah.
So
hey, Wild Dog, I'm gonna have to jump off. I'm gonna have to get on out of here.
Hey, as long as I'm not running you off, it's all good.
Oh no, you ain't running me off. But I appreciate you coming on. I wanted to close out on this. Elijah one doesn't get the respect he deserves. I think he does, man. That's the dream.
Yeah.
He had the best footwork in the business. He helped Kobe out too with his footwork. He helped a lot of people out.
He quietly does one-on-ones.
Yeah, he helped a lot of people out, but I think he does get it. I mean, shit, man.
He just quiet, like a Tim Duncan is quiet. Be like,
he's quiet.
Where's Tim Duncan? Well, he gets his flyers from his teammates and his competitors. It's just he's not someone that's just out there, you know?
Yeah, he had a quiet career, but man, that's the dream right there.
And the best thing you can do as a player is earn time with Olajuwon or the big ticket.
Yeah.
They don't just mess with anybody, because when you go to them, you had better good and well be ready to understand what work is.
Yeah.
And benefit from it. Otherwise, don't waste their time, dog. You know? Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, now I'm gonna get on out of here.
All right, blessings, brother. Blessings, chat.
All right, now. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on out of here. But yeah, man, just closing out. Akeem Olajuwon, man, he was one of the all-time greats. Akeem Olajuwon, he had a good stretch. Him and Drexler, they had a good stretch. He said, well, he had one if Jordan was still in the league, man. But yeah, man, it's just they had a really good stretch just thinking about it. But we'll see what happens in the next game. I'm like, if they win the next game, they're in dangerous territory getting swept. It's 2-0. They got them down 0-2. So we'll see. If the Mavericks win the next game, I think they're gonna get a sweep. But I don't know. We'll see. The Timberwolves have the ability to come back. We'll see what Karl Anthony Towns do. Conley, Edwards. They all gonna have. They all. I mean, let me see. The only one was McDaniels didn't really get off, but the rest of them had a pretty decent game. The Mavericks showed up too, man. 32 points from Luka. Kyrie had 20. Yeah, they this is a pretty good game, man. Just 1 point separated. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see. What you say, Peter? Oh, Peter, what you talking about? But all right, y'all. Y'all be safe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks, Wild Dog, for the he gave a one gifted Buff Nation membership. Shout out to Wild Dog. Peter, I'll catch you on the next one. You came in late today. But all right, y'all. Thanks, Wild Dog. Stacy got the membership. Let me see. Oh, Stacy, you got it. Okay, Stacy got it. Do you do it as random? Do it allow you to pick people to do the memberships, or it's just random? I never understood how that worked. But I appreciate it. I will catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be safe out there. All right, y'all. Oh, it's random. Okay.